Okay, bowlers, I can make things a little easier for you. In the men's, two-handed from the right division. The high seeds in your matches are Alvarez, Ferrero, Green, and Brand. I'm sorry, yes. Alvarez, Ferrero, Green, and Brand are the high seeds. In the one-hand division, Rubbly, I'm sorry. Jones is the higher seed.
Good morning, everyone, and good afternoon on the East Coast. I'd like to welcome everybody into today's 2026 Mega Match Play Madness here on Inside Bowling on YouTube. My name is Mike Flanagan. You guys know me on this network as always being on to bring you the action. Normally a one-man band, but today I'm really happy to have someone I respect greatly who's helped me out a lot in my broadcasting career. And someone I get to work with over at Bowl TV, and he's no stranger to this channel. He was part of the IB Open many years ago and has also been on this channel for the Southland Bowling Conference as well as the Tournament of Americas, and that is none other than my good friend, and I'm happy to be here working with him, Dave LaMont. Dave,
yeah,
here we are,
yes.
right here, Vegas.
Never a bad thing to be in this city, in my book, and here with the Gold Coast Hotel, just off the Strip. If you're familiar with Vegas, you know where this is, by the Rio and the Palms hotels, although you can see the Strip from certain hotel rooms like mine. But this is a return to form for this Mega Match Play Madness. It has been done before, but it has been a while. And I think the interesting thing about all of this is what awaits one person. There's not a lot. There's some little consolation prizes here, but one person out of the entries here is going to wind up getting 50 grand. It's been guaranteed, and that'll end tomorrow. That's the other thing. This isn't going to be a long event. We'll be on 4.5 hours or so today. We're just a couple of minutes tardy, but as you can see, practice is underway. And we'll know by lunch or early dinner, if you're on the West Coast, East Coast, I should say, as to who our $50,000 winner is.
Yeah, and 45 entries in total in this event across 4 different divisions. We've got the female division, the senior division, the male division, and then the open division. So when we get down to the top 4, they will consist of those 4 different types of human beings, I guess is how we would say that.
And we have a men's two-handed on the right, a men's right one-hand division, sort of subdivisions, I guess you could say. And we have a seniors division as well. And we have some names that some of you will recognize immediately. In fact, sitting to the point where I could actually reach out and grab his left elbow if I wanted to is Tom Hess, PBA Hall of Famer, who was at this event and in the senior category. And coming up, we're not exactly sure, I have to be honest, exactly what time, but he'll hop into his own car and drive from his place. Anthony Simonson will be here, future PBA Hall of Famer and multiple Masters champion, multiple Majors champion. 16 titles on tour. And you have some others who have some experience bowling on tour, and some others who are just going, hey, 50,000? And I just have to win a game? This is the format here, Mike. Hopefully I get this right. Basically, the second you lose,
you're gone.
Yeah, you can go. There's a nice coffee shop that's open 24 hours downstairs. You can grab a cup of coffee, go to the airport, get in your car, whatever. You're out. And if you win 2 matches, you will get $1,500. That's also guaranteed. But that's all. There is no like, oh, what $50,000 the winner. What does the runner-up get? $1,500. The other thing, Mike, that's so unique to this event, and this is sort of a Killer Bee promotion specialty because they also run the Teen Masters, which has emphasized one bowling ball for many, many years, is this is a one bowling ball event. We're not going to have to go, Mike, what's he throwing now?
That's right.
Did he make a ball change, Mike? No, we're not doing that.
Yeah, it's the Skill Ball 3.02 bowling ball, which is an 81-82 hardness, and it's pearlized bowling ball designed to level the playing field. It's made of a mixture of plastics and urethanes that was developed by Gary Beck from Killer Bee Promotions. The pattern they're bowling on, Dave, this is quite unique as well. I'll pop it up on the screen here. It is the Goldilocks pattern. It is 40 feet in length with just a 7.16 milliliters of oil on the lane, which is about a quarter of the oil of what we see today on most sport bowling conditions. Normally we're looking at about 30 milliliters of oil. Today, 7.16. The pattern is a 3.18 to 1 ratio. And these bowling balls see shape on it, and it'll hold up, and we will not re-oil all day. It will be this one oil, and that is it.
And what we're going to be looking at first, I believe, are just men one-handers, or we have men's two-handers?
We've got a mixture.
Got a mixture. That's right, we do. You're right.
I'm also going to let everybody see us for a second. I'll pop us up on the bottom left of the screen. Hello to everyone.
Well, hi. Let's do this to make it easier for me to see me.
There you go.
Yep. So here we have the Mega Madness here. We have these lovely pullover zips, the quarter zips that Mike designed, and it's nice to be here. This is one bowling center in Vegas I have not been to. 70 lanes here at Gold Coast, obviously upstairs from the main casino and the hotel area here. So it's a nice setup, as you can see in the distance there. They've got the nice backing with all the Vegas. He's not bowling, right?
No, Mike Webb.
Yeah,
no,
I was gonna say Mike
bowling.
is still recovering from his knee injury and knee surgery that he had in the off season on the PGA 50 tour. So nice to see Mike is here anyway. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting event. How this all works out and lessons learned from this year. There's plans to do this again next year. We don't have. That's all we know. But in a little way, it's kind of like going back riding the bike again. You know, what do you remember about riding a bike if you haven't ridden it in 20 some odd years? And so I'm sure that we'll gather some intel that'll be used for the future for this, and hopefully we get more people involved.
Yeah, it really brings back the spirit of the iconic Vega Megabucks tournaments from decades ago. I mean, $50,000 for first, and if you win 2 matches, you get $1,500. Only 45 entries, so those of you that do the math out there, Gary is at Killer Bee is going to guarantee the $50K up top. So hopefully people come out and support this again next year, and that's part of our job is to promote it and bring the competition to everybody. We're using lanes 35, 36, 37, and 38. You see this is our main right now. Bottom right of the screen, picture-in-picture as we do here on Inside Bowling, 43, 44, 45, and 46. And Dave, we've also got some bowling going on in the middle lanes, and I'm going to take us over there now as well. We will pop around. It is just one-game matches, everybody. So in these earlier rounds, we're gonna cover it as best as we possibly can for you. But we will pop around and we will do what we can because you're going to see a bowler today, right now, bowl one game, and one of them will be gone on each pair of lanes.
And we do have lane talk available. As you can see, the scoring will be starting up. These should be, you got 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in practice. So that's something else that's going to help not only us, but you as well. If you fire up, if you have lane talk, you can keep up with your bowlers. But yeah, this isn't going to be, where's Brad and Kyle day? Well, Brad and Kyle lost their game. They're out.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Brad and Kyle are not here. But just to use the famous example of people looking for bowlers on lane talk and can't find them right away, that's because your favorite may be gone.
Dave, you've got all the matchups there, don't you?
I hope I do.
If you start on 35 and 36, we're doing everything by hand here today. So I believe
35 and 36 will be Tyson Jones and Annabelle Marin. And that's the winner will take on Wayne Poor. Wayne, the #1 overall seed in the men's right one-handed bracket that we have here. And I have, yeah, that's right. So also on 37-38, Giles Okada Jr. taking on Caden McDowell. That's a 10 versus 7 seed. And that will be on 35-36. In the men's right two-handed division, you'll have Daniel Chin versus Gabe Alvarez. gave the top seed Chin the 8 seed. Charlie Ferrero will take on Bernie Grueso Jr. on 41-42. 43-44 will be John Green and Sorel Cardenas. Then Trey Brand and Hector Pina, or Pina, probably Pina, will be also in competition. One game, they're on 45-46. Practice down now to about 90 seconds. I don't know if Gary's going to say anything to send them off, or they're just going to go. We have bowlers from Australia here. We have, in fact, the 2 women who are going to be bowling later made the trip from Australia for this event. And they will, I think they're bowling tomorrow. So imagine that plane ride back if you don't at least get 1,500. Now, one of them, I guess, will. Because there's 2, and there's going to be somebody in the top 4 out of the women's division. But somebody else is going to have made this trip.
Yeah.
And I hope they do well playing baccarat or something else, which is widely available at this casino. Because if they don't do well there, then they've taken a bit of a hit. That's the gamble. And if there's any city that represents that word more than here, I don't know what it is.
Also, folks, we do want to thank the Gold Coast for being our host. And if you'd like to support what we do here, there's several ways you can support us. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, share with your friends that you're watching the Mega Match Play Madness. Also, we're crowdfunding, and all proceeds from our online store at InsideBowling.com go to help cover more events like this one. We also do accept super chats throughout our show, so if you have any questions or want us to give a shout out on air, you can do that through the super chat. And if you'd like to head over to InsideBowling.com, you can save 15% off all the apparel with coupon code YouTube. Make sure that you use that code. It's good year long, so make sure you take advantage of that.
And the feed is available on, sorry, we're on YouTube?
YouTube/Inside Bowling.
All right. There you are.
Boog Kroll is our cover photo. He will be bowling. Darren Tang will be bowling in this event.
Oh, I didn't know. When did Boog sign up?
Yeah, Boog's in.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
All right. Now, that can't be the Dennis Hacker 2010, can it?
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Wow. Living legend. Dennis says, watch Hector Pina. All right, well, Dennis. And how you doing, man? As I remember, you talked about that inside the IB Open. Dennis was a part of that crew.
He was, yeah. Now he's the USBC president.
Yeah, good man. So, Dennis, shout out to you. How did they decide the seating? We had sort of a qualifying round yesterday.
Yeah,
we did not cover that. 5-game round, and that's how they did it.
So, Dave, we'll get started here. 43, 44, 45, 46. These 2 matches, bottom right, PIP, picture-in-picture. It's what we do here on Inside Bowling because we don't have so many channels here. We're a little limited with our budget, but we try to bring you everything we possibly can right here on our network. And we will also keep an eye on lanes 39 and 40, 41 and 42 as action gets started over there as well. And as you mentioned, all of our scoring is powered by Lane Talk, and you can check out the live scoring at lanetalkstats.com.
And you can also criticize the people who are open bowling down there because their scores aren't very good. So go right ahead and take their shots. They have no idea. And we're underway on our 40-foot pattern.
It's kind of unique not having, I do the game graphics here.
Yeah.
And down on the bottom, normally I put game 1 of. Well, this is game 1 of 1, so I had to put single game matches down there.
You know what I really like are the Halloweenish colors. I'm used to that green.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm really digging.
Yeah, they made us our own color code. It matches our Inside Bowling logo.
It does. Yeah, I like it.
I'll tell you what, man. Today's rev rate with these bowling balls, I know these bowling balls were designed to equal the playing field, but if you have revolutions on a bowling ball and you can create power, you have an advantage in this tournament because of what you can do with your hand as opposed to what the bowling ball and core can do for you. You may think at a 3-to-1 ratio here and only 7 milliliters of oil out on the lane that the scores would be quite low, but they will be, you will be impressed. You will see some 250s, some 260s here today. George Gohagen had 289 yesterday in his last game of qualifying. He left a 3-pin, just gassed it a little bit.
Simonson's first game out of the box was in the 270s yesterday. I guess none of us should be totally surprised by that, but first game out of the box with a ball that he's just becoming acquainted with says a lot. And the other interesting thing to me about this, Mike, is that you and I are so used to long formats. 3 days of qualifying, 2 days of qualifying, 16 games of qualifying. You can afford to punt. You can drop a 180, a 175, and it may not kill you. A 180, 175 here, and you're out, possibly. So there's no, gosh, I'm just trying to figure this thing out. I think I know. Again, one ball, and it's not one of these things where the guys are going out to the truck in between games and bringing in another ball bag and trying to figure out what to do from there. Which in a way I like. It cuts the thinking down. You just have to worry more about executing than thinking. And I've always thought that, and not just in bowling, but sometimes the brains get in the way of the execution. So
Continue to move around as it is just one game. Want to give everybody some coverage here today.
that would be Okada, who's got a 10-pin to shoot at. And cover for Tyson Jones. That's an interesting way of going at it. We like people who shoot straight at spares, but I'm not so sure that's a wise idea with that particular pin.
Spare shooting is going to be the most important thing here. Tom Hess is a great spare shooter.
That he is.
And he's in this event, and he's somebody I do like to go pretty far in this one, unless he runs into a buzzsaw, some really big rev rate that bowls a big game at him. I believe Tom's going to be kind of the, the tortoise and the hare. He's just going to keep jabbing you. He's just going to jab you with 190 to 220 every game. Hopefully that'll be enough to get through for Tom. See him a little bit later today.
Yeah, but if he senses it isn't, then obviously.
We'll head over here. Take a look at these matches right here. We got Daniel Chen, Gabe Alvarez, Charlie Ferrero, Bernie Russo Jr.
Yeah, this will be the two-handed side.
You're going to see the players playing around the track area, around the third arrow, between the second and third arrow. You won't be too many people playing out near the gutter. That's what everybody said worked the best yesterday. You don't want to give it away. You don't want to try to boomerang this ball, make it hook too much. Going to keep the ball right in line, right up the track area. It's going to be the path to success today, Dave.
Hector going for 3 in a row to get started.
Yeah, I mean, these guys here, man, they both got opening doubles.
Nope, got a break there, getting rid of that too.
There's not too many events nowadays where you put up $750, plus you got to buy the bowling ball just for one game. I mean, imagine going to a bowling center and you're going to bowl one game and they're like, it's $1,000.
It's a risk. I mean, there's no question. There's huge amounts of risk involved. But no risk, no reward, or whatever they say, or you miss 100% of shots you don't take. Whatever those cliches.
Sure.
Fits here, and obviously enough people thought it was worth the gamble.
And this format used to thrive, Dave, in the 70s, 80s, into the 90s. This was it, man. The finals would be on television. There was the mini eliminator, the high roller. Shout out to Brad Edelman, Steve Sanders, those guys that did all those events. You got Jamie McWilliams with the TAT going on here in town right now. A little bit different format. A lot more bowling, lower entry fees, but still big prize money available here in Vegas every year. I suggest you come out here and support these events like this.
Also, Teen Masters is going on here at Gold Coast. That's a traditional thing from Killer B. And so that final is coming up tomorrow. That's an event that has been going on for a long time. Had the pleasure of calling that in my own home area about 2019, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was 2019. In Tamarack, Florida. Fort Lauderdale.
There is some controversy about this event too, Dave. Many bowlers are on staff. and they have to throw bowling balls that are within their brands. That's the deal. Some of them are paid staffers, and Gary putting this event together is just the one ball. It's not a Storm or a Motive or a Brunswick brands. This is a made bowling ball, and some companies chose not to allow their players to bowl in this event because you have to throw our products, and some of the companies made exceptions and said, no, go make your money, go bowl your tournament. So we do want to give a shout out to all of the ball manufacturers out there. Just want to take a minute just to say that, because the ball manufacturers help support our sport in such a big way. They fund so many events, and you should go out and also support the ball companies. But these unique events like this, the reason why I wanted to show up to it is I do believe in unique events, different events. I don't believe this is the way bowling is going to become. I don't think this is going to be a good idea to have everybody use a house ball, and essentially this is very close to a house ball.
Mm-hmm.
So
but it is different, and I think there's nothing wrong with jabbing. You used the word jabbing earlier, just jabbing in something different, using a different color ink, whatever expression you want to use. It's perfectly okay to do that, and perhaps next year you get a few more entries, make it more competitive, even more competitive. And we'll see if more guys, as far as the ball, I'm not going to criticize the ball staffs. I don't necessarily agree with those decisions, but I understand them.
Yeah.
If if they're concerned that their bowler does well with a ball that is not theirs, it might not look good. Or maybe there's just a branding thing. Look, we only do this. This is our firm belief. This is going. That's okay. It's your business.
The bowlers are encouraged to wear their ball brand logos, though, loud and proud on their jersey.
Yes. Yeah. You're not. It's nothing like we're not. The ball may be the same. The jerseys are not. This isn't rollerball where everything is the same. I think there would have been a war if they'd tried to come up with a similar shirt. Everybody looks alike. There's no variety, no color. That wouldn't have worked. But
here's the interesting thing too: is these matches, you might bowl 220 and lose, and you might bowl 170 and win.
Yep.
And we're kind of seeing that right now with the scoring paces around. Much lower scoring here on 35 through 38 right now, with Annabelle, Tyson, Caden, and Giles.
That's the one-handed side too. Interestingly, we have one hand on 35 and 37, and then on the 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, the two-handed division. Although Bernie Grusso is in a little bit of trouble here against Charlie Ferrero, who's nice and clean through three.
Sure is.
Bernie's has yet to strike. Gave Alvarez a quick start also, with Daniel Chin having missed. I don't know what that 8 out was. And the backup ball. Now, there's another rule here that's coming into play. We just saw it there. You cannot throw backup on your first shot, but you can on your second.
Okay.
And I found that out this morning from none other than Tom Hess, who's not a backup ball guy. The guy who was just at our desk is a backup ball guy, Mr. Simonson, and others. Starting to see much more of that, and I'm seeing a lot of young guys. When we were at, Tom and I called the RPI finals in Reno in December, and a bunch of people are shooting backups, even on first ball spares. There's certainly some spares I think that we're learning it might be more advantageous to go back up for the right-handers especially. But, yeah, that's a trend that I think you're going to start to see more of as some of the younger bowlers begin to move in and start participating in PBA events, not in national events, not just the regionals.
So Hector Pena's bowled a pretty nice game, but he's missed that single pin spare, which is very, very bad in a one-game match. Trey Brand with the front 4 over here. Sorrel Cardenas, he is got 1 strike through 4 frames. John Green, no strikes yet with the 9 out. A lot of pressure. $50,000 on the line here. Boy, Trey Brand looks in. Gabe Alvarez strike spare 4-bagger.
Trey's out of Newcastle, Oklahoma.
Charlie Ferrero, double, 9 spare doubles. Got Bernie Grusso Jr. on the ropes here. Bernie, no strikes yet. Daniel Chen now staring at a split here in the 6th. Alvarez still can max at 280.
You know what? There was something about Trey's name when we go back to him. There is a story here, and I'm now starting to see some of these headlines, and now it's beginning to fall into place.
He's on the bottom right of our screen here right now in the picture-in-picture.
If I'm reading this correctly, Trey has autism, and there's a story here from Springfield. I assume Springfield, Missouri. The Springfield News Leader that talked about how back in 2014, when he was 12, he had 2 perfect games. The youngest bowler in Springfield USBC history to have bowled a perfect game. He's been bowling since he was 10, out of Missouri now. Apparently, it may have been from Oklahoma, but so very interesting. He was in Teen Masters, so he's done events with Killer Bee before. So a very interesting story for Trey, and obviously a heck of a lot of talent.
It's a good dig there.
Google can be my friend. So
Got a decent match here on 35 and 36 going on right now. Annabelle Marine has a triple now after not striking for 3 frames. Trying to get back into this one.
yeah, just looking at the chat briefly, somebody did ask about the 1-ball question and staffers, and so I think we covered that. Was Dennis actually? Yeah, we covered that. We have Lee Lortz, senior bowling legend, said, I didn't, a little bit late learning about this. I'll be in this thing next year.
Well, we hope Gary can get to about 100 entries next year. We'd really like to double the entries for next year.
Hopefully he invites us back too.
Yeah, and to those of you out there that might run a bowling center or be very good friends with a bowling center manager, you can do win-a-spots in your bowling center for this, and you can go purchase the skill ball at megamatchplaymadness.com and pick one of these balls up and try it out and practice with it. You can do that, and the Goldilocks pattern is available. The load date is available if you email Gary Beck, and his information is at megamatchplaymadness.com, and you'll be able to get one of these balls, and you can see what it's like for yourself.
It looks like Gabe Alvarez is on the verge of knocking Daniel Chin out of the event.
Yeah, and Charlie Ferrero also has got Bernie in a tough spot here.
So if you talk to the guy who wins, oh, I love this ball, and talk to the guy who loses, oh, I never want to see it again. That'd be interesting to get some of the reactions of some of the guys over the next day or two. There is live scoring, Steph Bowler. If you go to Lane Talk, it's actually on the screen. And we are on YouTube right now at the Inside Bowling channel, and some of the guys getting ready to shoe up for the next round, including Mr. Hess.
Trey Brand has the front 7. I mean, wow.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Trey Brand he's been throwing 300 since before he was a teenager, so it would not be a new event for him, but to do it with a ball that you're just starting to get acquainted with.
This match here between Caden and Giles, wow, low scoring, but still anybody's match.
Jones and Annabelle Marin also, this one's a little too close to call. Let's see.
There's the Lily.
God. He's done it. An actual 5-7-10 for Tyson Jones on 35.
Wow.
Somebody helicopter Barnes in here and let him shoot at it. Can we get the Inside Bowling private jet fired up, pick Chris up real quick? Actually, you know what? Tom could do that. Or Simonson. But they're not going to get the chance. We have to go back to see how this gets converted.
I already missed it.
But did he miss
so
it?
fast.
Yes, he did.
He did get 2.
Yeah. Oh, that's impressive in its own right. Caden McDowell having trouble with that thing crossing, and he left a Brooklyn 5-pin. But his opponent, having missed a couple of single pins, Okada. So even though neither these guys are striking very much, it is going to be a spare shooting contest between those two. So, and right now McDowell has been steadier. Somebody's white happy. I don't know where that came from. I heard somebody yell what I thought was cool breeze. I don't know if that's exactly
I think
right.
it's no freebies.
Okay.
No freebies
No
is what was
freebies?
said.
All right. Not sure.
I think it was Bernie Russo Jr.
Well, Bernie is mounted a little comeback here.
Yeah.
Charlie is going to have to keep going to push Bernie away. Well, he did. He just piped it right in. There was nothing mysterious about that shot at all. So let's see. Tyson Jones can shoot at 208. Anibal now looking at 58, 88, 218. So he has the edge there. And that is 2 strikes out of 3 for Okada, so he's got that lane. Meantime, Trey Brand now looking for number 9 in a row. He has already knocked Hector Pena out of the event.
John Green and Sorrell, they'll be finished last, so they'll give us a little bit of time here. They'll get a little extra air time.
So Brand is going to move on. Actually, he's going to take on the winner of Green and Cardenas. So
Trey Brand looking for the front 9 here with the skill ball, 3.02.
You're done. This is done until.
okay. Well,
Wow.
nevertheless, he's moving into the next round.
I may come back and go talk.
And Charlie Ferrero, even with a big run here from Bernie Grusso Jr. Right now, the best Bernie can do is 245. Charlie can still bowl 279. I believe he's just going to need a mark in the 10th frame, and Charlie's going to get that one.
And Gabe Alvarez is going to move on. Daniel Chin will be out of the event. Alvarez will take on the winner of the match right next to him. And Tyson Jones needed a strike pretty badly, and didn't happen. So, yeah, let's see. Bernie and Charlie not over yet, but Ferrero definitely has an edge.
Where I am.
Yeah, Charlie's actually just going to need count in the 10th frame.
Well, so Bernie's going to end up going, man, just a little bit quicker start.
Yeah, and that's one of those situations where he's going to have one of the highest games in the building, but he's going to lose.
Yeah.
More than likely here.
Yeah.
Gabe Alvarez taking his victory lap. Trey Brand, he's going to be tough to beat in this one.
Well, if he keeps that up, he will be. And John Green, after a rough start, including a missed single, and we talked about how that could be fatal to your chances in this one-and-done kind of format if you don't win. And all of a sudden, he has become one with this skill ball and has thrown a 4-bagger.
Dave, this place has actually got a lot of spectators.
It really does.
I mean, there are a lot of people here.
Can I tell you that I did not see that coming? Now, some of them are going to be bowling in the next round.
Yes.
Understandably, that's why they're here. But yes, I happened to be looking to the right when you said that. I went, wait a minute. Look at all this.
Yeah, there are a lot. There are bleachers in the building for this event.
Yep.
And I wasn't sure we were going to need them, but we need them.
Yeah, there are. Some of them are definitely occupied. Yes, back tap on the 4. And a quick check of the score. Bernie's doing everything he can, but it's out of his hands in a way. Once he's, Charlie just needs to pretty much show up.
Yeah, for me, if I'm Bernie, this is the worst. This is my worst nightmare, to bowl this big of a game and possibly be out when I'm looking around at my other pairs of lanes and seeing what they're bowling.
And he would be on the no cash list.
Yep.
But he can go to the Mike Flanagan School of Baccarat, and Mike will be holding some private classes.
We'll have to tell that story on the in-between time here.
We should, because it's pretty funny. I told a buddy of mine called me, not realizing I was out here, called me at 6:15 Vegas time, and we started a chat, and I mentioned your prowess, non-compensated prowess.
So we need a mark here out of Annabelle. 187 posted for Tyson Jones. Annabelle needs a mark. Oh, almost two. I mean, the 2-8-10 was in play there, Dave.
And, oh, Giles.
2-8 is no gimme here.
Giles Okada is just. Okay, we have somebody here who I just can't figure out who it is or what
Yeah,
pair it
it's
is.
this match over here.
Okay, so. Oh, that might be Bernie.
That's Bernie. Yeah, it's Bernie.
Okay, that's cool. I just didn't know who it is. I don't care if you yell. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me.
Bernie's just trying to do everything he can to survive in this tournament, and a little verbal attack there. Here we go. It's got to make it. Got to make it. Oh, that is a massive spare, Dave.
Yep.
That is massive. Because the middle's hooked so much, you can hook past that easily.
And Giles Okada Jr. just could not hit the correct pocket for most of this game and missed a 5-pin in the ninth. That's going to end up being fatal to his chances. In fact, really, Caden McDowell just has to avoid throwing 2 gutters or fouling. And McDowell will move on.
Annabelle Martin. How do you do?
Also moving on.
Yes.
So that will be in the, let's get my brackets out. So Marin is in. He takes on Wayne Poor, who's the #1 overall seed in that men's right-hand bracket. And I believe McDowell will take on Eric Giadella, the #2 overall seed. Next, not right this moment.
And we will have extended breaks here, but our stream is going to stay on. We are going to have extended breaks between the rounds. It'll be 15, 20 minutes of dead air.
And it won't be all of us commentating for 15, 20 minutes either.
No.
We'll take short breaks ourselves, or maybe Mike particularly being the technical director here, might have to do something technical. I can turn on the mics and off. I'm good at that. That takes me back to my radio days. But outside of that, you know.
Now, here we go. Sorrell up in the ninth. Little 9-pin there.
A non-solid 9. So that's 162, 82, 212 if he sheets it. Yeah,
Green's
John?
going at a 216 pace.
Yeah. Wow, Trey Brand opens with a 268. So keep an eye out for young Trey.
You saw there on the left side of your screen over on lane 42, it was a strike for Ferrero. So all that talk from Bernie Grusso Jr. for nothing. Charlie Ferrero here can still bowl 279.
And he'll take on Gabe Alvarez, who opened with a 238.
Hi, Chris. So this is the last one to be determined here. Sorrel Cardenas can bowl 212, which would then force John Green to mark. Got a little bowl in here still.
Yeah, just seeing Charlie wrap things up. There's a nice, handsome 268. That ties in with Trey Brand for the high game.
Here were our other match finals as we go around the horn.
Yep.
Come back over here, one match left.
McDowell took care of his business, which he didn't have to do very much there, so I wouldn't judge that tip frame.
Oh, man, he really tried to open up the lane pattern there, and that is not what you want to do on this pattern.
And there was a 2-8-10 also sitting there, and he got the 2 and the 8 kicked side.
Yeah, and Sorrel, he's a really good bowler. And you know, I think, you know, not just, you know, I'm not saying about our skill levels here, Dave, but if a player entered this tournament and said, hey, look, you're going to bowl 201 the first game,
right,
would you take that? I would take 201. 201, that's a pretty good score, but it's not going to be enough.
No, not now.
I mean, we have seen stranger things happen. Great series, by the way, that finale, Stranger Things.
You know, I'm not,
really
it's a science fiction thing, right?
Yeah.
That's just a genre I have a hard time with.
Well, it mixes many.
That's the Millie Bobby Brown thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, I struggle with that. Like, there's hardly anybody I love more than Ray Seahorn, but that Pluribus thing is all science fiction, right? I don't know, man. All right, 201 for Sorrel.
Yeah, and look, he was a working man in that game.
Yeah.
Clean game.
One double.
If there was a mulligan, like if you could take one person that bowled, it would either be Sorrel or the gentleman over there that bowled 240.
Bernie.
Bernie and lost, yeah. Those two guys, bad draws here. John Green just needs to get some count here.
To answer your question in the chat, there was a qualifying yesterday. There's 5 games that helped to get buys and seeds and things like that. That's how they did it. But if any other questions or any comments, please, we're happy to do the best we can to answer them.
Yeah, we'll recap some things here after this last match is determined and talk a little bit more about the format, who else we'll see throughout the day.
And thank you all for being here, by the way. Appreciate your joining Mike and I out here on Mike's channel. That ought to do that.
Yep, that will do it. John Green's going to advance. 106,000 subscribers, Dave, here on our channel. We've been doing it for a long time, and we do appreciate everybody that's out there. Our next event's going to be in Waterloo, Iowa, February 21st and 22nd. Join us for the Ebonite Winter Classic live from Cadillac XBC Bowling Center. For event details and to sign up, head over to giba-bowling.com. Can't wait to see Joe and Rosie and Jennifer and the rest of the crew. We've been going to Iowa for about 15 years, and we'll be back up there again. Although we will get there a little late. I'll be coming from the Players' Championship, so we're just going to be streaming C-Squad and then all of the finals on Sunday.
That's probably my fault because I'm taking the Players' Championship off to stay home to announce Highlight. So you're going to have what you actually see there. John Green's next opponent will be Trey Brand, so both of them are going to come in whenever it's their turn to bowl again off feeling pretty good about themselves. I mean, Brand with a front 8 and threw the ball really well. So I believe among those we're going to be seeing, I know for a fact, Tom Hess is going to be stepping up.
Yeah.
Now this is going to go probably till about 1:30, 1:15 or so Pacific time.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's a simple day for these guys in a way, and for the ladies who are coming on, I believe they're bowling tomorrow. The thought would, in fact, I think Gary asked them, when do you guys want to bowl? And they're like, look, we came here from Australia. Let's bowl tomorrow. Yeah. Let's give us an extra day here to get used to. I've never been to Australia. I don't know what that trip is like. I can only imagine.
So knockout round 1 is complete. John Green 236 to Sorel Cardenas 201. Hector Pena had 181. Wasn't enough for Trey Brand with 268. Over here on the low end, as we call it here, lanes 35 through 38, Dave, we had Annabelle Marine, 198 over Tyson Jones, 187. Moving on, Caden McDowell, 175, defeats Giles Okada Jr. And Dave, down here on the end, who do we have here?
Trey Brand with a win over Hector Pena, and Sorel Cardenas with a 201 that was better than the score indicates, but he ran into a John Green who back forward him, and ended up with a 236 victory. And you had Gabe Alvarez comfortably defeating Daniel Chin. Daniel, strangely, they opened with a double and then never struck again. And then a Bernie Grueso Jr., a match that we would say in sports not as close as the score indicates. Bernie got in some trouble early, got hot late, but the problem is Charlie Ferrero was never not hot, and Charlie matched Trey Brand, shooting 268.
Also want to take a minute here to talk about some other events, some other news that we have going on here. We are now locked in as the official media partner of the Southwest Swing Classic, June 19th through the 21st in Sun City, Arizona. Roll straight into the all-new Desert Heat Doubles, July 25th and 26th, also in Sun City, and wraps up in Las Vegas with the Agent Ong Open, making the move over to the South Point Bowling Plaza October 15th and 18th through the 18th.
You're going to need some help with that one in October.
I might.
You might.
Yeah, I know you.
Just might.
You won't. You won't come. Sign up.
It depends, man. It depends.
Sign up at agentongopen.com.
If I am requested or needed, but will I show up? No, I mean, I need to work, to balance my gambling budget. But, yeah, so you are going to play Sun City. Remember that song?
Sun City, yeah. I
ain't
do
going to play Sun City? That was about South Africa, not Arizona.
I haven't even brought out the soundboard yet, Dave.
Thank you.
Oh, wait.
Little Hulk Hogan.
You understand? That was Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
Let me hear.
Dave, sometimes you're the best, but
it won't be today, brother. It won't be today.
No, not today.
Wait a minute. Is that Hulk too?
Yeah, it is.
It doesn't sound like him.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
That sounded like him.
Okay.
Is this all Hulk?
Most of it.
Well, hang on.
Okay, whatever you think, brother. You're the boss.
Yeah, brother, that's definitely him.
This could be a problem. Sure, no problem. Let's do it. Oh my God.
Okay, do you have a Hulk fetish? Were you a Hulk guy?
How you doing, my friend?
Dave he just got to see my soundboard. I've got some other fun ones too
Well,
that we can go over later on.
Very quickly, I know we're going to probably want to take a short break here, but I'll give you a little radio history. So in South Florida, there was a talk show host, and I actually worked with this guy calling college baseball games in my very young days, by the name of Neil Rogers. And Neil started out doing a straight-ahead talk show. You know, issues of the day in South Florida in the 70s and 80s were, this is going to shock you, immigration, casino gambling, things like that. And it was all, and he got tired of it.
Okay.
He realized it was just a hamster wheel. They were never solving problems. It was just the same thing over and over again. So he decided to go more of an opinion show, his opinions, of course. And he started incorporating drops like this. And there's a soundboard called a Neil Rogers soundboard, and I use it on my phone, not professionally.
Okay.
And so he would have everything from flatulence to other talk show hosts in the area, and also the big thing was the OJ trial was at one point, and he had drops for all that.
Johnny
in
Cochran
the 90s. Well, sometimes, yeah. Like there was one, OJ, I guess, wrote a book. Like why would I do whatever he talked about, and in the book, he's reading the book. He's reading the book, okay? And at one point, why would I kill Nicole? Well, he took I killed Nicole, and that became a drop. And he had people make songs for him, parody songs and things like that. So whenever I see a soundboard, I immediately go, oh, you've made a terrible mistake getting me anywhere within a yard of a soundboard.
And the hits just keep on coming.
Oh, well,
That's from A Few Good Men.
that sounded like Cruz. Do you have, like, if you have like, Ric Flair or
No,
Macho
Dave,
Man?
I've only got about 12 of these loaded onto this board.
All right, that might be too much Hulk.
What do you want to discuss now?
Oh, that's
My
good.
favorite color?
I just want to tell you both. Good luck. We're all counting on
Love that,
That's
man.
for us,
so
Dave.
much.
Let's meet at the Red Onion at 7 o'clock. I tell you what, I'll give you $14,000. I'll give you $10,000.
This is the negotiations for this event, actually.
Car's perfect, Harry.
That's from Days of Thunder.
This one's for you, Harry.
That's when Cole goes to the outside.
He's going high.
All right.
Yeah. Dave, round one's in the books. And we are at the Gold Coast Hotel and Casino. We went to Nora's last night, one of my favorite places to go eat. And
And somebody obviously knows Ross in Vegas.
yeah,
Ross, I never knew you knew Neil God. Well, later. Anyway,
there you go.
You're
So-
right.
So we went to Nora's last night. One of my favorite restaurants in Las Vegas. Had a wonderful dinner. And then at dinner, Dave asked about Baccarat. He didn't understand Baccarat,
No.
how to play Baccarat. So on the way back over here, when I was going to set up last night some more things, there was a Baccarat table. I said, Dave, let me show you how you play Baccarat. And there was one single gentleman playing at the table with his $25 chips. And I said, Dave, you want to look at the board and you want to look for patterns.
And they have an electronic board there. So this
Yes.
was now there's others in and you're seeing more and more of these casinos, these theaters where they'll have multiple games you could sit down, but they do here have a Baccarat theater.
Yeah.
So I was seeing people writing things on little
Yeah.
pen. I go, I don't get what the heck they're doing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so I said, Dave, what they do is they mark all this stuff down because asking, why do you mark everything else? Because they're looking for patterns, right? So if it goes player, bank, tie, and then goes player, bank, bet the tie, right? If it goes player, player, bank, player, player, bank, what's coming up next? Player, right? It's just like these. They just think that most people who play that game think it's in order. So we walked up to the table, and I said, Dave, let's look at the board and let's see what the board tells us, right?
yeah.
And I started calling it out, and Dave goes, we do play-by-play for a
Yeah,
living.
the dealer kind of looked at us. Funny, the lady who was dealing kind of looked at us, and I didn't know if she was going to call security. We weren't doing anything illegal.
I was just explaining the game to Dave.
And what I noticed is as you started to get accurate with your predictions, he was matching what you were saying.
Yes. Dave, how many, it followed the pattern. How many did I get in a row announcing this Baccarat table?
One less than Trey Brand. In other words, Trey opened with the front 8. Mike had the front 7.
7 in a row I called correctly by looking at the board. And it was comical. We had no money on the line ourselves.
No, we should have. And the guy sitting, and then finally somebody else came, and we said we better get going anyway. But
we left on a winning streak.
The guy never reacted, but finally the 7th time, the dealer looked at us and just broke up.
Yeah, just couldn't believe as we were calling this.
Well, you were calling
I was calling the baccarat.
I'm still like, blue? So
I'm just upset I didn't get in on it.
No, well,
7 in a row. We could have just imagine if you just kept pressing.
We're not leaving till tomorrow.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. We have a bracket here that was handed to us. This is our bracket. So to try to explain the rest of the day here, we're just going to keep having rounds that were supposed to be set at the beginning of each hour. So he is talking with this group now that's going to be taking to the lanes in the tournament office. And then we're going to have a next group of matches coming up here for you, which will be knockout round number 2. Dave and I will be here to bring you the action just like we did in the first round. We're off and running here, my friend.
Well, now we're in good shape. And, of course, his timing is terrible, but what a wonderful man Gene Backlund is checking in.
Oh, I love Gene.
Gene on the PBA 50 Tour. I don't know, Mike, you weren't at that particular event, but you may or may not know this. Gene, we believe, made PBA history by being the first player to bowl and chat during a game, during an official national competition. Gene got so frustrated that he just turned to his phone and started chatting while bowling, and for some bizarre reason, he bowled better.
It wouldn't surprise me. He's a pioneer.
Yep, he's a forward thinker. So, Gene, our best to you, and Gary is here with some more with the new brackets, the new players. We've not started practice yet, so this is probably a good time to walk away, I think.
Yeah, and I know that you got to put together all the names and everything over there like you did so beautifully the last round.
Yeah, this will be a little bit easier.
We're going to take everybody back out to the lanes, and we'll play some ambient sounds, and Dave and I will be back with knockout round number 2. You're watching the 2026 Mega Match Play Madness, only on Inside Bowling right here on YouTube. Thanks, everybody, for being here.
They got a blank down their name already, the evil person who lives in the South. John. All right, I'll be right back to get some water. Hi, fellas.
Se pasa de verga, pero le da mucho asco, fica.
All right, madness. Bowlers. Team Masters bowlers. The ladies will come on for 10 minutes of practice. 10 minutes of practice. And Madness bowlers, please put your name into the automatic score.
Show a little emotion next time. I thought I put too much. I don't want you to be too calm. I'm going to work on this now. Is it like 12? Let me just check. I don't know that. I was wondering, I don't have bowling today. I mean, this is what I did. This is an entire 16-person bracket. They're already in the final. And they're bowling right now. So. Not Final Four. Well, they'll be in the Final Four of their division. Supposedly at the end, there's one upon the counter. But I end up with one of every flavor. Right-handers, I have open division. Those are two dimensions. I end up with one-hander from the left, two-hander from the left, right-hander from the right. They're in the that's 2 more rounds to get down to the person who advances to the semi. At that point, we ran a draw to see who is the open division. It could be the women, it could be the open, it could be the single. I didn't want to predetermine that.
Got about 6 minutes of practice remaining here in our 2026 Mega Match Play Madness knockout round number 2. Dave and I'll be back to bring you the action here in just a little bit. We're still getting some information in here into the booth. Skill ball 3.02 is the ball that is used by all players in competition if you're just tuning in. Pattern they're bowling on is Goldilocks. Also, for those of you just tuning in, here is the lane pattern. This pattern is 40 feet in length, which is 7.16 milliliters of oil, which is about a fourth of what you see on today's modern most sport bowling conditions. It's a 3.18 to 1 ratio, and only one ball is allowed in this tournament. The Skill 3.02 bowling ball, which is 8182 hardness, and pearlized bowling ball designed to level the playing field. We had 45 entries in total. Once you bowl a game, if you lose, you are out of the tournament. It was a $750 entry fee. And we'll have knockout round number 2 coming up for you here in just a moment, right here on Inside Bowling. Glad you're with us. We've got some varying practice times around here. Some have 30 seconds left, some have 2 minutes left. But we are getting down to it here to where we're about to kick off knockout round number 2. Got some new players coming into scene.
About that, to turn the sun. Yeah, so 39-40. We got to get some full names in here. Tom Hess taking on Christopher Leota. I'm assuming no relation to Ray. Who knows? Maybe. William Froberg and Brian Wallace will be next door on 41-42. That's in the senior 55 to 59 division. The 60 to 64 division on 37-38. Craig Yamada takes on Eddie Kelly with the winner to meet Rick Peterson. And 65 plus division. The number 1 seed is Tony Genova. So Vito Genova will take on Ed Roberts, and 35-36. The winner moves into the top spot there for 65 plus. In senior 50 to 54, we have one matchup here: George Hayden and Chad Pojas. And left two-handers, we have a matchup on 45 and 46. And that's going to be Killian Kilpatrick and Zachary Jesinoff. That is not a senior matchup. That'll be the only non-senior matchup.
Okay.
And yeah, practice has dwindled down to just a few ticks on the clock. And we'll be ready to go.
And the names will change up above as soon as we get rolling here. Those are the matchups from the last round up above. We'll be eliminating one player on every pair. Again, it's just one game knockout matches. $750, buy your bowling ball, and let's go.
But first, a mechanical issue is going to slow down things just briefly, hopefully briefly. 70 lanes here at Gold Coast, and I thought I heard when I stepped away for a little bit an announcement for Teen Masters bowlers also.
Yeah, Teen Masters is going on simultaneously down in the high end.
So you've got that going on. So it's also this is the home of the UNLV Bowling Club.
That's cool. Great opportunity here with a break in the action to tell you about the deal of the week here at Inside Bowling is back. Starts today, every Wednesday at 3 o'clock Eastern. A brand new deal of the week drops. This week, coming up at 3 Eastern, is going to be Brunswick t-shirts for just $17. Over 100 Brunswick t-shirts to choose from, and there is no discount code needed. Be sure to head over to InsideBowling.com, check it out. And if you want to add any other items to your cart, you can save 15% with coupon code YouTube on all apparel. And if you want to buy bowling balls, bags, and shoes, we carry all those as well and ship same day.
All right. You see Tom Hess in the foreground. Sad to announce that Joe Pelusic's going with a single solid color pants. I wonder if he's, now he's a married man. Maybe the things are changing. But he's here. And Joe, I think a lot of bowling fans are aware of his talent. So, and by the way, he's in the one-hand division. If you know Joe, of course, that's the only division he would be in.
Yeah, he would never be in the two-handed division.
No, sir.
That's for certain.
No, sir. Not a fan. All right, our first look at PBA Hall of Famer Tom Hess, who announced on Bowl TV that he's going to do a little bit less on the PBA tour in 2026 than he did in 2025. He'll bowl a few events. But I'm sure he'll bowl a majority, if not all, of the PBA 50 calendar when that is announced, which should be soon. Taking on Chris Leota, who opened up with a strike.
Playing right up the track between 15 and 10. That ball read early. Got a crossover Brooklyn. Nice break for Tom there.
Brian Wallace, Billy Froberg, side by side. Billy with the spare opportunity.
Be able to see him throw at that on the left side of our screen here. Looks like Chad Pojas, Hayden George underway, Zachary Jasinoff, and Killian Kilpatrick.
That's our
three out of 4.
Yeah, two-handed lefties in that matchup with those two. And that's I believe, a singular division of just those two guys. Great looking shot, just not the result Hayden George expected. We wrap that 10.
Tom Hess washed out over on lane 39. Also take a look here at Eddie Roberts. Man, Eddie Roberts, he's a staple of Las Vegas. If there was a Mount Rushmore of bowlers in Las Vegas, Eddie Roberts would be on that Mount Rushmore, taking on Vito Genova, Craig Yamada, Eddie Kelly, as you mentioned.
Well, we're going to have a Genova in the finals of that group because Tony Genova was the best qualifier. Vito was second and Ed third.
Hess being a great spare shooter, I expect him to pick this.
Missed the head pin.
Both ways. Missed it to the right and to the left.
That's a massive surprise. Chris Leota could make that really interesting if he gets up in doubles. So we have one-handed lefties, two-handed lefties. Zachary Jasinoff, he was one of the first ones here this morning. You were, I think, the first one here. I was second, along with Gary, who was probably first. And Zachary was very early. He's been here a while. And again, this is one and done. If you do not win, you are out of this event. But if you win 2 matches, you're going to get $1,500. You win a few more, and you'll get $50,000.
Pretty good shot there.
Again, not a solid 8 for Chad, but good pickup for Jasinoff.
Head over here.
And Chris Leota has opened with a double. If he throws one more, life is going to get super interesting. Oh, wow. He's got way gone on that shot with left immediately.
Tell you what, though, fortunate to make that poorly of a shot and still have a makeable spare. That's a win.
Chris, 57 years old. And it's so funny when you Google someone you don't know well at all. These random things come up. How at the end of the first page on Google that Janine Garofalo's name shows up? It did. Right above the 2019 USBC Senior Masters entries, where Chris Leota was in there.
Leota chopped that head pin off the 1-3, so Tom Hess, after leaving the washout, that's something he likes to see. He can, believe it or not, that's momentum for Hess. Got a chance to buckle down here and capitalize on his opponent making a mistake.
Yep. Seeing some of these guys here are missing the head or really crossing over going left. We saw a little bit of that in the first block. We're seeing a lot more of it here. Tom a lot more careful with that shot. Doesn't strike, but certain that he'll make that spare. So Killian Kilpatrick getting up with this. And you know what, Mike? I'm surprised. Maybe I shouldn't be. I've seen a lot of 5-pins so far. And these are the guys who are going Brooklyn. And now he's lefty. That could be a different hit. But still, seeing an amount of 5-pins. We had a Lilly earlier, 5-7-10 in the first block. Hayden George. I'm not going to leave anything behind on the deck.
That was a good one.
Yeah, soft 7. Tom looking to get his first strike since the first frame. This is the lane that he washed out on. He takes care of it right there. So Chris Leota has obviously bowled against the best seniors if he's bowled in
without
those
question.
events. So the question is now, he got his good start, then he had a good break he couldn't take advantage of with a poor first shot of the third frame, and then he couldn't convert the spare. So is Tom striking? We all know what Tom can do when he starts to strike. Chris, that's a 7-10.
That's a terrible break for Chris.
Wow.
Did you see Eddie Roberts over here with another strike? Strike, spare, triple. I mean, he hasn't missed the pocket yet. Eddie Roberts. Eddie Roberts could win $50,000.
Well.
And by the way, I don't think Eddie Roberts would chop with anybody.
No.
Eddie doesn't care. He's a bad man. Eddie Roberts, I'm telling you right now, he's kind of like that Croce song. You don't spit in the wind.
Yeah.
You don't tug on Ed Roberts' cape.
Bad Leroy Brown.
Yeah, bad Eddie Roberts.
Well, Eddie,
Las Vegas.
82.
Yes.
Out of Braintree, Massachusetts, originally, was very big in the NABA, the New England Bowling Association. He has won at Orleans Bowling Center. He won a high roller event in 2011. He won his first PBA event at 67 years old. So, yeah, he bowled the PBA a lot as an amateur. And he is the first bowler to be inducted in the Brockton, Massachusetts Athletic Hall of Fame.
Eddie might be the only guy in the field that this bowling ball feels like new technology to him, considering all the materials he's bowled with over the years. I mean, he's used rubber balls. I mean, I bet he's bowled 300 with every type of material ever made, other than wood from back in the day.
Are you saying even the cement balls that Fred Flintstone used?
Possibly.
He was also involved in 1 year in 1995 at Team USA, I believe, as a coach. So, yes, he has had an extremely distinguished and career.
I love me some Eddie Roberts.
Well, Chris Leota is now run into a patch of ice and is allowing Tom Hess to walk right back in and take this game. Particularly if Tom doubles. But Eddie Roberts not missing. As he tries to take out the Genova family, because he'll take on Tom next if he wins. Speaking of Tom Hess looking for his first double.
That right lane, it's just biting early on him on that right lane. He went Brooklyn in the first, if you remember.
I do.
That lane is just hooking a lot for him. He's trying to be too nice to it.
Is he really being careful? Does it look like
he doesn't want to throw the ball to the right and expect it to hook back. He's trying to jam it in there, but on the right lane, he's going to have to increase his speed. He's going to have to increase his speed on the right lane. The left lane, I think, is more forgiving. There's a little bit more push in the front part of the lane, but
taking a run.
Down lane, not the case.
Well, so that match goes right back to pretty much a toss-up.
Yeah.
After what looked like Tom was going to, we kind of expect. Obviously, we hold Tom to a high standard. We know him well. We know his game well. We know his successes well. He holds himself to a higher standard than we do. Obviously, we know Tom. So we'll see if he bounces back. This Jasanoff and Kilpatrick match has gotten interesting. Just 9 pins separating them, both on a double. In the only 2 bowlers in the two-handed lefty division.
And with all these matches going on, we're doing the best we can to make sure that we update you with scoreboard, show you what's going on. We got picture-in-picture built in as well. Looks like Hess is going to sneak up here and throw a shot.
And that's perfect.
He's locked on the left lane. The right lane is just hooking more.
Craig Yamada, Eddie Kelly, and Yamada throwing a double with a max of 258. Kelly can max at 233. Right now, Hess and Leota can both max at 222. Billy Froberg, we're watching Billy here, and Billy can max at 257 after that spare shooting exhibition. Comes up with a nice strike. Hayden George, Chad Pohas, pretty close. And Kilpatrick with the edge on Jasanoff, as Jasanoff has just left a 247 on 45 and 46. But Ed Roberts can shoot 280, boys and girls, and Vito Genova missed a single pin. 7 pin, so if Ed Roberts can even come close to maintaining this pace, he will move on.
Do you know that when Ed Roberts walks into the room, the fish stop swimming? Did you know that?
No, I didn't. Is that a line I should know?
Well, it is from Eddie Murphy Delirious, but
really?
Yeah, but that's a long time ago.
I saw that. Yeah, but I've seen that. I don't remember that line. What was that? What was the routine? What was he?
When Elvis walks into the room, the fish stop swimming, I think.
Oh, I remember the Elvis impersonation.
Oh, Eddie pulls it forward.
There we go. Yeah, Vito Genova is going to really regret 2 missed single pins here. Although if guy bowls a 280,
it may. I mean, it's
not
probably
even
not going to matter. Yeah.
No, I don't think it will.
Leota's going to throw a shot here.
Nope, through the face. He's probably lucky just to get that.
Eddie with another strike.
Sure.
Eddie freaking Roberts.
You want to just hand him the 50?
He is a bad man. He really is.
Well, he's proven it. And Yamada, that wasn't pretty. Jasanoff needs this. Oh, boy.
That's the one thing when you do have hand, this ball will shape off the end of the pattern. Trying to hook the lane is not a good idea. You want to keep your angles straight as possible in a one-game match.
And just to remind people, Mike, who may just be sitting down,
yeah.
This tournament, this is the only bowling ball you're going to see is a skill ball. Everyone gets the same ball. So just remember that. And this has come up in the chat a few times, people who are just joining in.
Big shot here for Tom Hess on this right lane. It has not been good to him.
Got it out a little more to the right.
Beautiful. What a shot from Hess. Thank you, Jimmy. Show those on camera here in a minute.
What's up?
Always love it when people come by with gifts. Jimmy Callahan, our teammate at Bowl TV, just came by.
What did he gift you with?
We'll show everybody
okay.
That right after the competition here.
Cool. Yeah, we'll be seeing Jimmy on the road soon.
Looks like Hess is going to go first here. This is a big shot for Tom. He struck the last 2 times on this left lane. Very comfortable over here. Came up here, talked to me for a second, said he just needs to let it go and trust it.
Well, so he got one lane to bend to his will, but now the other one's turned against him. But at least that's highly makeable.
George can still bowl 202. Pohas can bowl 204.
Jasanoff now can only do 206, and Killian Kilpatrick way ahead of that pay. And so Zach in some trouble here. Messenger stopped. Tom to convert. Kind of figured he'd make that.
Hey, Vito bowls 220 here and isn't even going to have a sniff here against Eddie.
So he gets the next Genova, does Ed Roberts.
Yeah, and that's a nicely bowled game by Vito. I mean, I would take 225. If you could say, hey, take 225 or bowl the game, I'd take the 225 and take my chances.
Well, think about the risk, the unique format of this tournament being one loss and you're out. We got a very well bowled 201, completely clean, out. The 245, out. And now 225, out. That's just, we've had two 268s. Roberts is threatening to be high game, and nope, that pin did not go. So,
well, Eddie, it was a pleasure covering you in Game 1. We can't wait to watch your journey throughout this Mega Match Play Madness. Eddie Roberts alive for $50,000. Eddie Roberts may have won $50,000 in another event here in the past. I don't know that.
He's
for
won
sure.
a high roller.
Then he's won. He's done this before. He's got ice in his veins. When he wins this thing, be sure to ask him down in the lanes, Dave, what are you going to do with the $50,000? Because he might give you one of the most unique answers you've ever heard in your life.
I'd rather he give me the $50,000, but I'll wait for a good answer.
You could tell him about our Baccarat scheme. Take that.
That's really yours. I can't take any credit for that.
Down to the Baccarat table. Hey, Eddie, 1,000 a hand. Let me show you. There's a pattern here. And then when I go 0-7 the next time, he's going to punch me right in the face.
Yeah, but he's still going to have $43,000 after that. So
he would.
I don't think he'll punch you hard.
Yep, the Gold Coast would be happy to have him over at the Baccarat parlor. Oh, man.
Boy, it went all the way around the 9 over there on lane 39. I did not do anything to it. All right, so Ed is going to end up 257. Let's see. Eddie Kelly, another strike here will put a hammerlock on Yamada.
Can still bowl 233.
Oh, he got a break there.
He did. Left of target off his hand.
Okay. By the way, you kind of started this, but there's some great Ed Roberts lines in the chat. Medicine takes Ed Roberts to feel better. Good line there. When Ed Roberts walks into a barbershop, clippers fear him.
Chris Leota's gone back-to-back. Single pin misses here. Tom Hess in a good spot now.
When Ed Roberts slices onions, the onions cry.
Yeah,
very nice work, you guys. Wallace and Froberg, and this is the interesting part of this event. Tom Hess is going to move on, it looks like. Is that now we just showed you a bunch of high guys shooting 225 and losing. Here you're going to shoot one of these two, Wallace or Froberg, is going to emerge, and they'll take on Tom. All Tom just needs here is a little offense. That's the end of that. 139, 140. Yeah, there's Leota can't do anything about it. So Tom, not at his best, is going to get away with one.
Killian's going to bowl 216 there and get the win over Zachary Jesinoff in the two-handed lefty division.
So he won the two-handed lefty division.
And Hayden George here with some good count will make Chad Pojas have to mark in the 10th frame.
And Tom Hess will take on either Froberg or Wallace. So that little foursome there, 39 through 4 lanes, 39 through 42, nobody really tore it up.
No. That was a great shot there by Hayden. 180. And that is a Eddie Kelly win. According, he gets a pin.
I like his chances. And Rick Peterson will be his opponent.
Little 5-pin there. Brian Wallace can still bowl 170. That's still anybody's match over there. No guys really lined up.
But Tom has had the most interesting leaves in this game.
He has. The fronts are just hooking a lot for Tom right now. Ball's reading early and not doing much. It's getting offline in the first third of the lane. Needs this spare here. And does get it, does not chop it.
he hesitated there, though, didn't he?
Needs 7. Chad needs 7, Dave.
Well, Tom will get away with a 165.
Yes, barely.
Yep.
And if Chris makes some single pin spares there, that'll be haunting him for a while. He would have defeated Tom Hess. Tom's going to have to figure something out, a different plan of attack in the next game.
There will be no re-oils until tomorrow.
Correct.
So, as this tournament, because there's no real long breaks.
Chad wins.
You know, that's okay. Pohas moves on. One of the beauties of this event is it keeps moving. We'll get new people in and new divisions in, but folks, we just keep moving until we run out of bowlers for the day.
Eddie Kelly moves on. That's already been determined.
Pohas won that senior 50 to 54 division. So you get, and apologies in case Mike and I will find ourselves saying things over and over again with the format of the event and all that. Those of you who are hanging with us for a longer part of the day, you're going to hear things like, why are they saying that again? Well, our audience is changing. We have new people coming in, so might be interested in what's going on, but how do they follow along and explain everything? So that's what's going on here. So we're going to have a whole new cast coming in next.
We will.
And we'll wait for the, is that going to be Simonson in this group here?
I'm not sure. I really don't know, Dave.
Well, he headed out. I just saw him and a couple other people walking to our left. The tournament office is left of where we're seated. So, and they have a brief meeting in the tournament office, so we could get Anthony out here.
Last match to be decided right here. Brian Wallace, Billy Froberg. 183 left up on the board for Billy Froberg. 170 for Brian Wallace. If Wallace strikes out, Froberg would have to mark.
Clutch shot there.
Sure is. Shout out to everybody that shoot up to bowl this one and may have lost in the first round. To be able to have the Stones come out here and put up $750 and buy this bowling ball, give it a shot. Some people flew in for this, of course.
Well, we have 2 women from Australia. Aren't they going to be bowling each other?
I believe so, yeah.
How about that? Did they fly in together? It could be awkward. Going back home. Could be a test of friendship.
So Froberg, 153, 163.
See Darren Tang hanging.
I believe I actually called that out wrong, Dave.
What did you do?
Billy Froberg can still get to 183, and that is enough. So he did double.
Oh gosh,
it.
Yeah.
I called that out wrong. I was looking at the wrong scoreboard.
Well, Brian's best is only 170. So
yeah, yep.
Froberg is.
I wasn't looking at the screen. I was looking at the scoreboards in the bowling center, and so yep.
So that's who Tom Hess will bowl when they meet again in the senior 55 to 59 division.
Might have to make a zone change on the lanes. All right, go around the horn. It was down on lanes 35, 36, 37, 38. Dave.
All right, you got Ed Roberts with an exhibition. Ed, by the way, is only like 82. Bowled a 257 to defeat Vito Genova. He gets Vito's, I assume, brother next. And then Craig Yamada, Eddie Kelly. Eddie Kelly on top with a, there's another clean, here, look.
I know.
The clean 201 that won.
Those are my favorite games.
But we had a clean 201 on the first block that didn't win. But Eddie Kelly made the most of his. To Tom Hess and Chris Leota, Leota, if he was a better spare shooter, might have pulled the upset there, but Tom did just enough to get by. That double in the middle coming off the Greek Church was enormous for Tom. And Billy Froberg is going to move on. He's going to take on Tom next. That's the senior 55 to 59 division. Roberts in the senior 65 plus division. And senior 60 to 64 was Kelly. Then you have in senior 50 to 54, the winner of that division is Chad Pohas, defeating Hayden George by 3 pins. They were the 2 guys who were in it. And so Chad has picked that up, but he's still not getting paid till he wins another game. And then Killian Kilpatrick defeating and winning the men left 2-handed division by defeating Zachary Jasenoff 216 to 182. So once again, what, 15 minutes? Didn't seem like a super long break, actually, for us. Let these guys get out there. They'll have 10 minutes of practice. Well, good.
So talked about some gifts coming into the booth here.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy brought you. I forgot about you guys in cards.
My favorite baseball player of all time is Will Clark. This is a.
No kidding.
I want to see if it'll. I have it on manual focus. So anyway, this is a Will Clark patch card. This is from his jersey. It's numbered to 25 from Leaf. So thank you, Jimmy, for
you
that.
and Jimmy are into cards. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then this is a Will Clark auto here. Will Clark auto on the. This is At the Break is the name of this one here. Will Clark Topps At the Break from Archives Baseball, numbered to 99. So thank you, Jimmy Callahan, for these wonderful gifts. They will go with my Will Clark collection.
I did not know you had. Well, I'll just on the same subject, although I'm not a collector like you guys are, or trader in some cases like you guys are. And also our buddy Brian Kane does that, BK.
Yeah, triple banger break. You want to get in them.
Yep. My favorite, being a little older than you, my favorite ball player growing up in the Washington, D.C. area was Frank Howard.
Okay.
The Capital Punisher, who started Rookie of the Year with the Dodgers in the 60s. Great guy. Got to meet him later in life. It was wonderful. And I have a very good friend of mine who, for Christmas, got me this little mini, it was a Washington Senators helmet with Frank Howard's autograph.
That's awesome.
Like, where do you find that?
What a thoughtful
Frank
gift.
it really is. Frank has passed on a few years ago. But yeah, so that's my guy. And anything to do with the Orioles is also big too for me, since the Senators moved when I was a kid, and I said I can't follow the Texas Rangers. I'm going to shift north and go to Baltimore and become a Orioles fan, and just at about the right time too, in the 70s when they had those great teams. So there you go. So thank you, Jim. And I think we'll go ahead. Is there anything we were going to add?
No, other than the fact that our lighting here in the booth that we were talking about, I'm glad you're on the side with more light since you're from Florida. You got a little more of a.
I'm a little. Yeah, my dermatologist wants a word with you.
So I know. Already texted me.
Yeah. I should be wearing a hat, really, to protect my skin.
We could ask the chat real quick something as well. Should we or should we not go to Collective Soul tonight with Edmund McCain over at the Venetian? Should we go to that show? Okay,
I was going to ask you about that because we discussed it. Now, and I'll be blunt. I didn't know Edmund McCain. I got him confused with the guy from War, and so I said, let me research this. I really don't know this guy, and I didn't warm me.
Well,
I felt
three dudes going to a show tonight with Hess.
Now, Collective Soul is another argument. That's a fine
different situation.
So they're over at the Venetian, and so I don't know. I can sit there and sometimes live it comes out better if you're good. If you're a good live performer.
Yeah.
We talked about Kevin Cronin from REO Speedwagon, who has performed at Bowl Expo.
Yeah, Bowl with the changes he's done.
Right. REO started out as this tough, gritty little rock and roll band, and then, unfortunately, Kevin started writing about love and things and ruined it, but became wildly successful at the same time.
Yeah.
But having to see him live, he's a good performer. He's very good. Earnest, works hard, wants to make sure that got to admire that.
He's the Ed Roberts of rock and roll.
That may be.
Yeah.
Ed's a little older, but if Ed Roberts were a rock star, Ed could be Mick, because they're about the same age.
That's a good one.
They're in their 80s, and Mick is still kicking butt.
We'll get this figured out.
Yeah.
Dave. We'll workshop this all night.
I'm going to let it shine. Go. We got some goes. We got a lot of goes.
What do we? Yeah. I like the
there
song
should be no
Gel.
Now we do have a young lady suggesting that we should not be partying, particularly perhaps with Tom, and keep him out too late.
It's a good point. Yeah.
Because
show
the
is at
concert starts
8:30.
at 8:30, and we got to sit through some sappy love songs.
Thinking about taking him to Black Tap also. He might get one of those shakes.
Oh, he will get a burger.
Oh, he'll definitely get a burger.
Yeah. I don't think he'll do this. Would he?
Oh, I don't know. I took him to Black Tap in New York City once.
Oh, I didn't know they were shakes.
Oh, well, it's a thing.
Okay.
The original one is in New York City. I took him and Craig Elliott and Brian Kane there when we were in New York City.
Oh, nice.
I don't know why we were in New York.
I don't either.
I don't remember what we were doing there.
Yeah, you're having a good time. You were having burgers and shakes. So right now, the chat, with one notable exception, thinks it's a good idea.
I think we got to do that. I think
Well, we
I've
better
seen 'em
buy the
before.
darn tickets then.
We'll get some tickets.
We'll get some tickets, Jerry. We'll get tickets.
Callahan's got all the connections here.
Holy crap! Why didn't I think of that?
Hey, by the way, I want to make a prediction right here. He's in front of our booth right now.
Yeah.
George Gohagen is the chalk to win this tournament.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. George Gohagen is the chalk to win this thing.
Let's just take the rest of the day off, rest up for the show.
Lefties
come
bowl
back
great
tomorrow.
here.
Yeah.
And George loves this bowling ball.
Okay.
He bowled awesome in qualifying. He was the leader by a mile.
So he goes lefty one-handed division.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like he's going to be bowling this next group, though, because he's just kind of wandering around.
Yeah, George is ridiculous with this bowling ball.
All right.
I mean, just throwing that out there. Those of you that are betting this event on DraftKings.
So our inside source on Tom S. is also suggesting that Tom likes to eat. We are aware of that.
Yeah, we did hear that.
We are personally aware of that.
But you got to get good service. He does not like bad service.
No, he doesn't. Not like any of us.
Aggravates him.
Don't
put tomatoes on his stuff either.
Same here. You can, unless it's ketchup or salsa, fine. We're cool there. But tomatoes, we should probably take a short break so we can buy our tickets.
People love this, by the way.
But if I were to order a burger tonight, which I'm not guaranteeing I will, but if I were, I would tell them no raw onion slices, no lettuce, no tomato. I'm buying a burger. If I want a salad,
right,
I'll get a salad.
Good point.
And listen, I know people like that kind of stuff, and you're welcome to it. But for me, why am I buying a burger? For the meat and the cheese, if it's a cheeseburger, and maybe a topping that I like that's cooked, not cold.
What's your bun of choice?
Any kind of
poppy
fine.
seeds. You like
ciabatta? No, Hawaiian rolls are too small for sliders. They're great. Potato buns are good. I don't particularly care.
King's Hawaiian?
Anything but King's Hawaiian's the best, but that's obviously for sliders.
Okay.
Just as long, I've tried gluten-free. It's not that great. A plain hamburger bun to me is boring. You got to dress it up, especially if you're going to pay Vegas prices. It better not be a plain bun.
What are you going to dress it up with? What are you going to?
Me, I like cooked ingredients. Okay. So I like some caramelized onions. I'll take some sautéed mushrooms. And if you really want to make me happy, we can swap the caramelized out for onion straws.
You like the
pickles?
Like that. Okay.
Pickles is the one exception I'll make.
Pickle it up.
And then the sauce could be anywhere from barbecue to a mild horseradish, something like that. That's ideal for me.
Barbecue shrimp.
Not on a burger. And by the way, you can stick those eggs on burgers where the sun hasn't risen yet. Not
shrimp
big
kebabs.
Not big. Yeah, I know. But you know what? Can I tell you? I screwed up. When we did our Bowl TV show, we all had hot takes at the end.
Yeah.
I should have just blown the room away with the following hot take, which I will do exclusively on Inside Bowling.
Hold on. Hold on.
Urgent
this is taking way too long. This is taking way.
Sure, no problem.
Give it to us, Dave.
I didn't like Forrest Gump.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
Jeez.
I couldn't. They never sold me on the premise that this moron was doing all these different things in one life.
Okay.
And I couldn't. After a while, I was like, come on, man. You didn't do this and this and this and this and this and this and that, and your girlfriend gets sick, and we all know what that was all about. And why would you do that to Robin Wright? Come on.
Yeah. Well, these are my magic shoes. They take me anywhere.
Yeah, listen, I appreciate, but I would say the one performance I thought was by far the best was Gary Sinise.
Oh, yeah.
He was absolutely fabulous.
They gave you the Congressional Medal of Honor.
Gary, we're talking about movies. Do we have to discuss bowling now?
We are. Would you like for us to get off the air and talk to you?
Do we have to have a private chat? All right. Please hold, everybody.
We're going to take it. We're going to take it out to the lanes. We're going to talk to Gary, and we'll have a knockout round 3 coming up after movie hour here.
Where were we? Well, I have been gently criticized for not liking Forrest Gump.
That's okay.
That's okay.
This audience is going to criticize you for that.
Now, that's fine. And I'll give you a mild hot take. It's a Tom Hanks take.
Okay.
Fan of Tom Hanks, by the way. Tom Hanks' greatest role to date? Woody in Toy Story.
Okay. Yeah. Is Eddie Murphy's greatest role ever Donkey in Shrek?
No.
You don't think
Not
so?
Even close. Not even close.
I thought he did a good job.
Beverly Hills Cop or 48 Hours. That Eddie.
I want the rest of you cowboys to know something. There's a new sheriff in town. His name's Reggie Hammond.
Yeah.
Y'all be cool. Right.
But the best line in the movie comes right after that. Some of us citizens are behind you all the way, officer. The best line in the movie. I remember seeing that in the theater and splitting my shorts.
Nolte was great in that.
Yes, he was.
Everybody talks about Eddie Murphy.
Deep end.
Yeah,
but again, Eddie was like 20 years old too.
Oh,
at the time.
Dude,
I mean, he was 19 on SNL, and he owned that show.
That's when. That was like Simonson winning the Masters at 18.
Yeah. All of a sudden, what is this? Who is this kid? I couldn't even rent. Now, Castaway, see, I had trouble with Castaway. That movie scared me. And then, what? Come on, Helen Hunt. Seriously?
You know what movie scared me more that's got the same kind of vibe? I Am Legend with Will Smith.
Never saw it.
Oh, man, he's all by himself. He's all by himself with his dog. And it's very similar to like being with a volleyball, but you're being with a dog. And the dog, obviously, is way different than a volleyball. And
all right.
That one freaks me out.
And for me with Hanks, I think it's his most iconic role, given now they're coming up with a Toy Story 5. And ask yourself this. Name another actor who could have done that role in that and made it as good as Hanks did it. I don't think there's anybody who could. And I'm being serious about that.
Me too.
As great as his career is, and there's Saving Private Ryan, and there's all this other stuff that he's done, which is really great, all the romantic comedies and all the different things. I just think what he did with that is boy, did he make Disney some bucks.
Yeah, he
by being, and Tim Allen also as Buzz Lightyear deserves a lot of credit too. But that's a Tom Hanks movie, Toy Story films. So
yeah, I like that.
Now I'll give you another one.
Welcome to
another
Inside
movie
Movies.
hot take.
I love this.
Well, you got me started.
I know. I love it. This is what we do on the road, folks, when we're not on air. And I talk about it on air, and then it gets everybody in trouble. But anyway, we're good.
Well, it depends on the audience. This audience is I'll tell you this, compared to my other audience, this audience is much more receptive to this sort of thing.
Well, that's because I've built this audience, and and if they're still here, then they're into this.
All right. So there's a very, very super popular series of movies starring a very respected and beloved actor. I have never seen a John Wick film. And I'll tell you exactly why. Because they killed a dog in the beginning. And I won't watch it.
To those in the chat that know what I was just about to say to Dave, I'm not going to say it to Dave.
Go ahead.
You guys can keep it to yourselves.
Is that your favorite movie or something?
No, it's based
dogs?
off of what I was just talking about of another movie, and then you just said what you just said, and it's all kind of tying in together. And
okay.
It ain't good.
What I said ain't good?
No, I am Legend. He has a dog.
Yeah, you said that.
And you just said something about dogs.
Yeah. Well, listen, anything that harms an animal.
Don't watch I Am Legend.
No, I'm not a big Will Smith guy anymore now that he got real weird on us. So
he did. Punch Chris Rock, man.
Yeah. So anything that harms animals, I'm not into. I'll give you another one. Yellowstone. All right. My wife had watched it. Everyone's okay, and I like Kevin Costner, like the next man or woman does. Like, okay, great, Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
First scene, they kill a horse.
Right there on that when that car.
Yeah, I'm in an airplane.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm going, Yellowstone. Yeah, let me start this. This might be good. I might like this.
Down goes Seabiscuit.
30 seconds in, I switch it off, and I said, "Well, I'm not going to watch that show."
Yeah,
that's out.
That is rough. Did you watch Old Yeller as a kid? Is that the whole deal here? Is that the problem? Is that where this all
I remember
stems
seeing
from?
it and being a child, and that bothered me. But I've just become an advocate for animals. I do work with the Broward County Humane Society, and I have animals at home. I just support animals, and I just don't. So anything, and I realize it's Hollywood. And I realize it's fake, or TV shows it's fake, but no, I just can't do it. It would really bother me a great deal.
Dave, did you know that Pepsi is the official soft drink of bowling? Did you know that Pepsi also makes this brand called Aquafina right here?
Yeah,
I'm going to enjoy a drink right here on the air, which is everything you would not teach me.
In the old days of TV, if you go back to like the black and white days, you see the sportscast. And this is brought to you by Camel or Marlboro. And he would have a lit cigarette in an ashtray, or you might have a beer on.
Product sampling right here.
Yeah.
So, I was thirsty, and I'm like, I shouldn't do this right now because I'm next to a professional and Dave. But I was like, I can tie this in some way, somehow, that I can actually take a drink on air.
That's fine. Do we have to buy these tickets?
Yeah.
Are
you a guy that's kind of like not good with getting it like at the last minute?
Yeah, I hate last minute.
Okay. I'm feeling that right now.
Yeah. Unless somebody is taking care of all the arrangements. Like Monday, my son, my oldest son, is living with us for the time being while he's working on some other things. And like 4 o'clock, hey, I got an extra ticket to the Panthers game. Oh, okay. But he has in other words, I didn't have to do it.
Right.
Only thing I had to do was pay for the parking, which you can do online. So I'm like, yeah, let's go to the hockey game. So we went to the Panthers game.
Dave, you that much taller than me? I keep having to sit up straight just to be kind of level.
For
with
once,
you.
I'm sitting upright instead of my usual like that.
You've got great posture today, my friend.
Well, I'm feeling it. I got a big workout schedule for later today.
You watch Baccarat come in 7 times in a row. You're ready to go feel that game a little bit.
And I love Las Vegas. Maybe I just sit up straighter in Las Vegas.
We got Collective Soul tonight, which I got to get the tickets within the next 5 minutes.
Who's
Otherwise,
doing
Dave's going to start having
Do I buy them and you guys pay me, or do you buy them and we pay you? How would it doesn't matter. Or would you go to Callahan and go, hey, you're Jim Callahan. This is your city. You probably can get us on stage.
Yeah,
like what song can we get to play on?
Exactly. I would probably go with The World I Know.
Good tune.
That'd be the one I would do probably. Well, after we're done with this round, are you comfortable with me just handling the tickets and just knowing that it's going to be a done deal?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's going to be around a C note, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting. I actually looked at some prices this morning, and then seats are starting to go. So,
folks, we will have another round coming up here in a minute. Dave, maybe we should start a podcast where you and I just hop on and just talk about whatever we want.
I'd be very willing to do that.
We should just do that. Yeah. That's what this is right now.
It's actually ends up, the funny thing is when you and I do work together, and I know you are well known for taking things in a direction that people don't expect, which now I come to expect.
Yeah.
You know how that goes.
Yeah.
To me it's fun because I get to think of things that are different, that keep me stimulated mentally. I like that. I haven't reached the point yet where I'm shutting my brain off.
Bowling at times can be boring. That's why I have to do all this other stuff.
Challenging to broadcast, particularly in qualifying rounds, depending on how many games there are, how many days of it. That's it can be difficult at times. I think everybody knows that. And anybody who watches like all day or watches a whole block, that's wonderful and it's deeply appreciated by all of us because we're putting in the time.
Yeah.
So in all seriousness, I would happily do that if you ever have the time.
I
know you're quite busy with your business and then the times you do go on the road.
I do want to get in the podcast space.
Well,
I like to talk.
There's so many I listen to now. I listen to more podcasts than music. The one I'm really obsessed with is Bill Simmons' The Rewatchables, the movie podcast, which on this trip I watched F1, the movie, which I had never seen, and then immediately went into the F1 podcast that they had done in December just because it was so fresh. And I like the F1 movie a lot, and I'm an F1 fan. I thought it was, there's some definite holes.
Did you like A Star is Born, Dave?
Which one?
The remake.
No, I never saw it.
Really, with Bradley and
I remember
Gaga?
seeing the original with Christopherson and Barbra Streisand. Only because, again, that's not the kind of movie that's going to draw me to the theater. It's very hard to get me to a theater nowadays.
Yeah.
There's just nothing out there because they're all comic book films, which is all CGI. And how much acting is actually involved? I'm trying to think the last theater movie. The remake of Naked Gun.
Oh, you went and saw that?
Yeah, I liked it. I'm a Seth MacFarlane fan, so I'll support Seth MacFarlane in most ways.
I think A Star is Born is the best movie in the 2010s.
Okay, I having not seen it, I don't know if I can argue that.
I didn't see
I would say
everything.
Well,
But,
I would say Ted was the best movie of the two.
well, that's true. Did you see The Bodyguard with Kevin
A long
Costner
time ago,
and
yeah.
Whitney
Yeah,
Houston?
only
did,
once.
Did you think it was good?
I thought it was corny.
Really thought it was corny.
I thought it was predictably corny, but that's what they were trying to do.
I think A Star Is Born is the 2010 version of that movie.
Okay.
If you had to watch two movies in a row from the same area, it would be like Brother Love's Travel and Salvation Show and Scenes from an Italian Restaurant. Those two songs go together.
Do they?
Yeah, they're Neil Diamond and Billy Joel.
Wow.
Kind of random songs that take you on a journey up and down. Brother Love's Travel and Salvation.
Oh, I
Show.
know him.
Think about
I
that,
know the
right? I mean, it's
song.
got the whole Hallelujah. Bottle,
Yeah.
and then Bottle of Reds, Bottle of White.
Billy Joel's kind of a dark tale, though.
Things are okay with me these days.
Yeah, but it gets bad for Brenda and Eddie.
Yeah, they would always know how to survive, though. Whoa,
Yeah, but
whoa.
I mean, I don't know. Hugely a big Billy Joel fan here, by the way.
Those two go to. I'm telling you, man. Dennis Hacker's the one that identified that, by the way.
I would have thought. Well, I mean, all right. That's part of the rewatchables, by the way. They'll do one movie. Now, what would be the other movie you'd want to show? What's the double feature?
Yeah, the double feature.
Is it the same filmmaker?
Yeah,
Is it the same
I would just
genre?
I would go Bodyguard, Star Is Born,
Same
back to
act.
back.
Okay, that makes sense.
You've got a good actor with an unbelievable singer from the time telling a story.
In both cases.
Yes.
Although Lady Gaga has done some other acting. I'll say it this way. She's a nice Italian girl from New Jersey.
Yeah.
If they ever did Godfather 4, she'd be in it.
She should be in it.
She would be in it. They won't do Godfather 4, but she would be
Maybe we
quite
should
good
write
in
the
that.
script and we should cast it.
Yeah, but who are you going to get to play the Don?
I don't know, but how about we have the Duffer Brothers produce it?
I don't know who they are.
I figured you didn't since you don't watch Stranger Things.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
There's a lot of shows that I can't keep. I just don't have the time to keep up. That's my wife's job. Like, she just finished Homeland.
What's that? Yeah, we're
Yes.
streaming. You go to YouTube and go to Inside Bowling right on YouTube. You can join the other 527 people that are watching right now. And thank you, by the way, for
And
being here.
smash that like button and subscribe.
That's right. Smash that like button. I've got some other reads here.
Oh, yeah. You know, why don't you do one and I'll do one?
Okay, I'll do I wrote these, by the way.
I know.
Here we go. Tell us what you think, guys. On
I'm
this
doing minimum amount of work here. I'm just talking. That's
Today's free coverage is brought to you by us here at Inside Bowling. If you'd like to support what we do, check out the Inside Bowling online store. We've got over 800 t-shirt designs featuring your favorite bowling brands, plus polos, outerwear, hats, and now blankets. We also carry a full lineup of bowling gear, including bowling balls, bags, shoes, and accessories. And as a thank you for you watching today, everybody, you can save 15% on all apparel with coupon code YouTube, and that's good year-round, so make sure you take advantage of it.
Well, you know what you're coming up on. You're 54 minutes away from dropping the puck on the deal of the week at InsideBowling.com.
We are.
3 o'clock Eastern, and it's Brunswick T-shirts, and $17 even?
Yeah.
Because the page cuts off. So.
Yeah, I think it's on the next liner. That was
I all of a sudden have accumulated a load of
a
paper.
lot. Yeah, we're killing trees up here. Here's the remainder.
There we
of
go.
that.
$100, over 100 designs to choose from, and there is no discount code needed. Be sure to head over to InsideBowling.com now. 53 minutes and counting away from that deal.
It's going to drop.
It was either the Collective Soul or the Golden Knights are in town, but they're not playing a good team.
Let's do it.
They're playing Vancouver. So.
All right, I think we should take a break from talking.
Yeah,
and
there's no
let's
practice
Send it
going
back
on,
out
is
to
there?
the lanes. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that little back and forth. We'll do some more of it between the next couple of rounds. We're glad you're with us here on YouTube, Inside Bowling, everybody. And we can't wait to check out this next round with a bunch of bowling. And we understand there's going to be one pair with Bowlers Bowling that will not be covered on stream. Gary overbooked this squad, but that's fine. We'll radio call
We can
it.
go to Lane Talk and keep up with it if necessary. It will be necessary. So.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back in a few. Practice. There's guys out there. I think they're just waiting for Gary to tell them to practice.
We're minutes away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just pull the trigger and shoot. I can't even count them.
Who's leading again?
I have one more after this. And by then, 48 people should have bowled. 48 individuals should have bowled more than once. And we should be down to 24 of them. We have some that aren't bowling today at all because they are like the only person in the record. And Sidney Schrock is the only right-hander in the Open that throws with two, so he's all by himself.
Madness bowlers, I need your assistance. I need you to put your names in the automatic score. Please do not use net names. Use your name as it is on our list. And then in succeeding matches, spell it the very same way. If you're Sandy this round, please Sandy next round, not Samuel or Sam. Otherwise, the computer will not be able to follow. First and last names, please. As soon as we get the names input, we will turn the lanes on for 10 minutes of practice. Once practice is over, please wait. We will start together as a group. All right, madness bowlers, on your hands, come on, you have 10 minutes to practice, 2 minutes.
So we got bug in this room here. Well, and then you have that assassin right there. Oh, well. Get back to work, Dave. I think I have to. We're not done with practice.
All right, Dave here, and we are running out of practice time. We're down to about a minute. And it turns out we were having this discussion off the air about there's going to be a pair that we don't have eyes on, and that's going to be where Boog Kroll is. But we do have lane talk. Oh, Anthony Davis just got traded to Washington. That's weird. How does Washington, who's terrible, 2 first-round picks and 3 second-round picks? What on earth is Washington doing? They need those picks. Oh, well. Not my problem. So we practice is down to 40 seconds. So Anthony Simonson, I do not believe, is bowling in this group. Joe Palusek is. Joey Pants is going to be bowling in the right-hander, one-handed division. I see a Darren. I have a Darren Tang sighting as well. Darren in the two-handed division. I believe Darren will be on camera. So again, if you're just sitting down, and I see a couple of different names in the chats, wondering what is going on here on the YouTube channel for Inside Bowling, this is the Mega March Madness, Match Play Madness here at Gold Coast Bowling Center in Las Vegas. Along with Mike Flanagan on Inside Bowling, I'm Dave LaMont. Thank you very much for being with us today and tomorrow. These are knockout rounds. This is knockout round 3. We have one more following this. 40-foot Goldilocks pattern. 1 bowling ball being used, a skill ball. And here we go. There is that Goldilocks pattern, called because it's not too hard and not too soft.
I like that. Yeah, 40 feet in length, just 7.16 milliliters of oil on the lane. They are not re-oiling here today, so it's just been left over. About a quarter of what we see on today's most sport bowling conditions. Patterns at 3.18 to 1 ratio.
We don't have the sheets for this one, do we? So we're just going to have to go by what's going on Lane Talk. And I told them about Boog not being on camera here, but Darren Tang will be.
Yeah, let's we'll start around the horn. We'll move over here. We'll start on 35 and 637A. It'll take a minute for the names to come up.
Yeah, we got Mason Edmondson among the competitors here. Yeah, we just need this.
By the way, George Gohagen's bowling this round, and you
like him.
He just threw a shot on 39, and he just aced it.
You have cast your vote at Gohagen, maybe a Final Four participant. Am I allowed to say final?
I think he's a chalk. Do want to welcome in all 630 viewers here on YouTube watching our first time being here, the return of the Mega Bucks, the 2026 Mega Match Play Madness. Dave LaMont here joining me, of course. I love working with Dave. Mike Flanagan here with you as we're going to knockout round number 3. We've got 2 knockout rounds we had already this morning. And this is one and done, Dave, as you've mentioned over and over again, one and done.
Yep, and we've had some fun. And listen, that's an expensive loss. I mean, this was an entry fee. You're buying this bowling ball, but that's the risk you take. And only one bowler walks out with the $50,000. Anybody else who cashes will get $1,500. And Joe Pelusic's got a headache just to start things out. Joe recently married. In fact, he got married out here.
This event is built for Joe Pelusic. With his Masters of the Universe jersey here today, he is trying to be He-Man, that is for sure. He wants to make sure he doesn't run into any Skeletors.
Well, he did in the first frame.
We will continue to move around and look at the other matchups, and that's what I didn't want to see happen.
Player 1, player 2.
Yeah, they didn't put their names in soon enough. Every round's been flawless with that so far.
Yeah, Michael Mirabile and Chris Arcaro. And there is George. There we go. Ah, yes, Chaston Pojas. Okay, I know Chaston.
By the way, that was me doing the technical right there, Dave. I just want to make sure I get a gold star.
Well, I sure is. Well, you award it to yourself?
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm trying to remember what region I saw Chaston in. Would that be the Southwest?
I'm not real sure.
I saw him over the fall in a regional event. I want to say it's the Southwest.
Gohagen throwing it right over his toe.
Mixer?
Gohagen is, I mean, he might bowl 300 this game. I am not kidding. That's the one guy I wouldn't want to draw.
Hey, Morgan Wow is May 1st and 2nd in Allegiant Stadium.
Lots of strikes here. Chris Arcaro starts with a double.
And Darren Tang against Michael Sager. And, Annabelle Marin is back and taking on Wayne Poor. So Annabelle is the first repeater of the day. And I've got to find him in the many brackets I have here. But, yeah, we saw him win earlier today. So, of course, the conditions have changed. He defeated Tyson Jones on 35-36. Now taking on the top seed in this men's right one-handed division. Okay, so the men's right one-handed division, now I see what's going on here. We've got Michael Mirabile taking on Chris Arcaro. They are 4th and 5th seed. And Joe Pelusic is the 6th, and his opponent, Brandon Sotomasto, is the 3rd seed. So this is Wayne Poor's first appearance in this event. For Annabelle, his 2nd. And Michael Sager going at it with Darren Tang. And is Darren going one-handed here?
He is. With this particular bowling ball, he decided to go one-handed. And I think it's because he throws at his spares with his thumb in the ball. And he didn't want to drill 2 of them. And I'm not sure, even with the rules, and I should know this, but coming in a little late here, I'm not sure that you even can deliver the ball with 2 hands on a first ball and throw at the 2nd shot with your thumb in it. I'm not sure the rules of that.
I could look that up.
Tell you what, D-Tang just ran over the rack for that 7-pin. That was an awesome shot, and now he finds himself a little bit further behind, just 3 frames in.
Because there's a list of that somewheres over the rainbow.
A lot of strikes going on right now. A lot of strikes going on. Book Kroll is off camera. We just want to reiterate that. That's the only match we don't have. He's off to the right there on your screen right there, those 2 lanes.
Do we have him on lane top?
47 and 48.
We do. He has a front 3 against Luke Doyle, who doubled a 9 spare. I am on the hunt for the rules here.
Gohagen on the front 3, Arcaro on the front 3, Arcaro 4 9s in the pocket. Lets Michael right back into this one. Gohagen was runner-up at the very first InsideBowling.com Open. I've known GG3 for a long, long time. Eagle winner. Lives in Las Vegas now. This is a home match for him. Shout out to Mama Lynn and all the Gohagen fans out there that may be watching here today. We go way back.
Well, all right, some of the rules here. Delivery rules. With the thumb hole, the thumb must be inserted fully or partially into the hole, or the palm must cover the thumb hole. Without a thumb hole, the palm must cover the plus mark. Tournament format, tournament location. I don't see anything on that.
We'll get a final say on that, but I believe that's why D-Tang is doing it, so he just had to drill one ball, and he could throw it at his spares as well.
I bowl two-handed, but use my thumb for spare shots. Can I bring a spare ball to the thumb hole? No. You have the option to use or not use any legitimate finger or thumb hole that is drilled. Each hole must fit the corresponding finger or thumb. Static limits are 1 ounce for finger, thumb, and side weight, 3 ounces for top and bottom weight. If a ball is drilled without a thumb hole, the ball must be scribed or engraved with a plus near the center of the palm to indicate the legal grip orientation. And yeah, I think that's everything on bowling ball and equipment. And in case people are wondering, the 2027 Madness will not require a new ball. For the time being, for the foreseeable future, to use the words here on this document, the Skill 3.02 ball will be the ball for the tournament.
Yeah, Gary had told me that that's probably the last one there's going to be. I mean, you never say never, but he likes this ball. This ball's exactly what he wanted.
Yeah. So that's about all I can think of as far as rules go. That's directly from the pages, frequently asked questions.
There are 16 divisions when this was created. And obviously we've lacked some players and participation across 16 divisions with only 45 bowlers. So
I think it's 48 now, is it not?
It might have gotten to 48.
Yeah.
So we had in this event, it was male, left-handed traditional, male left-handed two-handed, male right-handed traditional, male right-handed two-handed. So there's 4 divisions there. So. And then you times that out across women and seniors and everything. That's how we ended up with age divisions. It's all at megamatchplaymadness.com. It's too many divisions to really get into. We might miss all the bowling.
Mason Edmondson is one of the reasons we might miss all the bowling, because that dude hasn't missed yet. He's 5 for 5. And Joe Palusek has got one lane that he loves and one lane that he is not even friendly with at the moment. But let's see if he can come back in the 5th frame. And
the good news is his opponent has the same thing going on.
Yeah, but he doesn't have an open frame.
That's true.
So Tyler McLaren, who I assume goes by the nickname Speedy.
He does. I've seen him at some other events. This isn't his first time being on Inside Bowling. Good luck to him today.
George's 300 dreams are over with, but he's still in very good shape.
He went high on the shot before and light on this ball. Man, that's a frozen rope right there for Michael.
Mirabile, I'm trying to think, was he at the RPI? I think he was.
Yeah, we see him at events. We do see him around. He does bowl quite a bit. Head over here.
Darren Tang, clean. Michael Sager, we don't know what that split was. Well, maybe Lane Talk can tell me what that split was. For Michael was all right, a 3-9-10. Boog has got a triple, 8 spare, and a strike through 5. Luke Doyle, however, has a double, 9 spare double, and actually has a 1-pin edge.
Wow, 278, 279. Max scores down there off camera on 47 and 48. A lot of matches going on at once, trying to cover as many as we can here on the one channel. We do have the picture-in-picture for you to keep an eye on how your favorite players are doing. We're going to go over to Gohagen. I'll tell you what, he aced the first 4, and the last 3 have not been good.
And Pojas seems to have settled down. He did have a mistake in the 3rd frame, but he's thrown 3 in a row. So George had better eat his vegetables and not make any mistakes. Joey Pants ripping the pocket there.
Michael Sager with a strike. Some big names, man, Dave. They might be up against the ropes here. Just one game. I kind of get nervous thinking about this, to be honest.
The one game?
Yeah. Like, I mean, I would just beat myself up over missing a spare. you know?
You have the other, or throwing a good game and just getting smoked, and
Yeah.
over the next pair over, you would have beaten the guy who won.
Yeah.
Because your 205 would have crushed the guy's 189, but he's moving on and you're not. But no one ever said the sport was fair. I think we all agree on that. So,
Michael Sager, 4-bagger, then he converts that massive split, doubles. D-Tang has been around the pocket, 4-pin, run over the rack, 7-pin. D-Tang's throwing it great right now. And here's the thing, you're going to make 1 or 2 bad shots a game typically. This is out of your comfort zone. D-Tang hasn't made one yet.
Wayne Poor with not the strike that he'll remember as his best shot, but it's a 4-bagger. He went Brooklyn that time. So Marin has got a little bit of a headache there. Oh, that looked like a great shot from Darren.
Darren's throwing it so good right now.
Pojas. Uh-oh. Baby goalposts. Arena football goalposts. The 4-6.
George missed that single pin.
But he got a huge break there because that 4-6 isn't getting made. On the other hand, there's Mason Edmondson, who's not leaving 4-6s. And Messenger's not going to get anywhere near this.
Joey Pants leaving what is that? Is that a 8-10 or a 5-10?
Looks like a 5-10.
5-10, yeah.
And that was on his good lane. So he struck on his bad lane, now opens on his good lane. However, his opponent is in some trouble.
D-Tang going at the spare. What's going on in the Boog Kroll match?
Luke Doyle banned and a 6-pin. So his max has shrunk to 246. He followed it up with a strike, so Boog should be up now on 47-48. If you look to your right there, you should see a ball coming down there very shortly. That should be Boog's.
Yep, and Boog still has 278 left. He's up in the 6th here. You'll see it go down the lane. That's Boog right there.
Got him.
Light mixer.
Got them all.
You give a PBA major champion a single pin miss, he's going to capitalize on that.
Yep.
D-Tang. He didn't love that one. Another 10-pin. Boy, that's tough. That is tough. George leaves the 10.
Yep. Pojas didn't get, so Pojas can shoot 220.
Yeah. 234 for Gohagen if he spares it. All right.
Robley and Arcaro, just 6 pins separating these guys. 128, 122. Asked it to flare just a touch, did Michael, but it didn't, to his satisfaction anyway. And Sodermasto now with another, this time the 2-4-8-10.
I think, Dave, the scoring's been pretty low on 37 and 8 each round.
Wasn't that Tom's lane?
Tom was on 39 and 40.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, oh, how about that?
Nice. Tyler Speedy McLaren and Mason Edmondson, but Edmondson with the edge there. Now George picked up a strike and enjoyed it. So Bluesec with a 14-pin advantage, both of them coming off of open frames. Sodermaster is now at back-to-back 6 count. Does he over-adjust here? Yeah, got a break. He doesn't know it yet. I don't think he saw that 6-pin fall. Pojas hated it. Hated that shot. And George is about ready to move on.
Yeah, if Pojas spares this and strikes out, George would need a really good count.
Nice, beautiful strike for Chris Arcaro, who opened with a 3-bagger. Wayne Poor coming off the single pin miss right through the nose and gets a 3-6.
Pojas did cover the spare.
So Darren's tops 226. And Michael Sager can max at 256. Kroll is looking really good here. Bug has got riding a 4-bagger going into the 9th, can still shoot 278. And oh, Wayne Poor has gone back-to-back open frames, and both of them were makeables. So he's leaving a door for Anibal to stride right through. So I think Boog barring, now Luke Doyle has got a 3, 4, 6, 10 to look at in the 9th frame. He's in major trouble.
Sager strikes in the 9th. He controls his own destiny.
He's got a nice little edge there.
Pojas just went Brooklyn for a strike.
He needed, but
it's still possible.
He needs them all, and then he needs George Gohan
to give him a gift. A little bit of a gift here.
Sodermasto's spares in the 7th. And, boy, Edmondson and McLaren are throwing bombs. Someone's going to walk out of here with a good score and not win in that particular game. Edmondson can max at 279, and Tyler can max, Speedy there can max at 255. This is the big shot here for Marin, because if he doubles with Poor having a hard time after that 4-bagger, he's missed 3 spares, has Poor, 2 of them singles, and has a 4-bagger in the middle.
Darren Tang couldn't have thrown it any better in the 9th there. Just runs them over. Can still bowl 226, which would then force Michael Sager to mark.
Oh, back tap on the 2 for Anibal. And now you see the 24-pin advantage here for Mason Edmondson.
Oh, they're going to take off here. Here's D. Tang.
Nice.
If Darren strikes out, that puts an extreme amount of pressure on Sager.
Probably Darren's last chance, only chance, really.
So Pojas had 199. George is going to be fine with some pins here.
We have one more round after this, and that will be all for today here at Gold Coast Bowling Center.
Uh-oh. Gohagen 710.
Wow.
So, but it's okay.
He's going to be fine.
Wow.
He's a 190 whatever plus, yeah.
But just think, if Pojas would have struck out.
One more strike and Gohagen loses. The spare won't matter. 200. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God! Look at his score now.
I know. 1 pin.
Make your last shot, Cheston.
I know.
Come on now.
Make your spare. Wow.
Okay.
So Darren went 8-1 to finish out that game for 213.
Wow. That.
D-Tang is out.
Jeez.
You said Boog won?
If he didn't, it'd be very surprised. Yeah, he had a bad finish though, bro. Luke Doyle can only max at 200. Boog shoots 221, but he misses a 2.7. Only got one piece of a 2.7, and then Greek Churched in the 10th to shoot 221, but he wins. So he stays alive. Luke Doyle is out.
This match over here has already been decided.
Do we have Marin and Poyle's final? And also, Wayne can max at 04. Sager, we said, is in. Anibal's going to need something decent.
Yeah, Anibal's just going to need some pins.
Mirabli and Arcaro.
Mirabli's got that one.
Okay. So the winner of Poor and Marin will take on Mirabli. This division a little bit more crowded.
Boy, Darren Tang just bowled an incredible game.
Well, how many times have we said this today? We'll say it again. You're going to get good games that won't win. You're going to get mediocre games that do.
Darren will watch this one back and say, I don't know what I could have done any differently. I mean, he was all over the pocket.
That time, I don't think he lost. He got beat.
That was bad luck. I mean, he was executing at a very, very high level. And by the way, everybody, this year on the PBA Tour, watch out for Darren Tang.
Okay.
Watch out for Darren Tang this year. Great bowling out of Tyler McLaren. Not enough. Speedy, gone.
High game for the event right now. Mason Edmondson with a 279. Just one non-strike. Meantime, Joe Pelusic's going to need a strike to keep his opponent off his back. Sodermasto. Wayne Annaball's moving on. So it'll be Marin and Mirabili. I assume that will be tomorrow. Joey Pitts gets some count out of that. 143.45.
It's going at a 183 pace, and right now his opponent can bowl 188.
Well,
Joey, if he spares this and strikes out, it's 193. He wins. Right now, 189, the magic number for Pelusic right now.
Yeah, that's really the only match that has any suspense to it. I think all the rest of them are finished.
Yes. And again, Book Kroll advances.
Michael Sager upsets Darren Tang, or beats Darren Tang. Pelusic with the spare, so Joe's been in this position 1,000 times, walking into the 10th. He can come out of here with 193. The best Brandon can do, so a double and count, and Pelusic moves on. Anything less, it starts to open opportunities for Sodermasto. Again, there'll be, I don't know, it's been about 15 to 20 minutes in between squads. Sometimes closer to 15, sometimes closer to 20. Yes!
How about that?
He wound up and punched that one, and that 10-pin had not fallen yet. I think the air from the punch is what brought that 10-pin down. So that's one. One more, and 6 will do it.
After the conclusion of this match, I will show a highlight from earlier today, a replay I had saved that I forgot about.
Oh.
Make sure you stick around for that, everybody. It's what we call a tease in the business.
Yep.
Let's see if Joe Pelusic has the power on this one. Okay, so the 5 does not drive into the 7.
Sodermaster now, he doubles.
Yeah. He doubles and he can win.
And he will need less count. Well, wait a minute. Let's see. 50 has a 78. If he doubles, let's say Joe makes this, he'll need 6.
Yeah,
double 6. This is
double.
Joe needed. But Sodermaster has not doubled. Joey doubled once.
And let's...
I think that's the last match, is it not?
It is.
Yeah.
Let's zoom in.
To off to the right, if you hear some noise, that's Teen Masters is going on simultaneously here at the Gold Coast.
Little open play on the low end.
Yes, and if you check those scores on Lane Talk, you can actually. And I can tell you that Zach just can't. I'm assuming Zach's using bumpers. He is struggling.
We're looking at Lane Talk down on Lane 7.
Zach has 32 through 5. Come on, kid. That's awful. Even with bumpers, that stinks.
All right, here we go. All eyes on Brandon Sodermasto.
And we're not kidding. Every bowler in this room
everybody's
is watching. This guy.
Yeah, this is cool. This is really cool right now. What a shot.
All right, kick the 5 aside. One more, and he'll need 6.
Dave, how about a replay? That's great. Let's see if he can do it again. It is quiet. It's kind of gotten a little quiet. A lot of people here.
Well, the bowlers all know what's at stake, and so does this audience. And as Mike mentioned, we've got a lot of folks here, and not just bowlers.
$50,000 will go to the winner. 1 bowling ball allowed in this one. The skill ball 3.02. Second shot needs a double with it here. Oh my goodness.
That was more pure than the other shot. And now he needs 6.
That was something. We'll take a look at that one in slow-mo. Look at this. You look, wonderful posture. Posts the shot and knew it.
Yeah, that's the thing. You watched. I watched his reaction this on the replay, and he had a very good idea what was going to happen. So
Now, things to avoid here: Greek church,
washouts.
Yep. 3, 4, 6, 7, 10s, things like that.
Well, just throw it like you threw the last one. I'm sure he's telling himself that. Just make that same swing, make everything happen the same way, and the worst thing will happen will be a ringing 10 or a solid 8. Uh-oh.
Needed 6, got 6, Dave. Wow, 184, 183. Joe Pelusic headed home.
Crazy. So look at that middle part of the game for Brandon, too. 7 spare, 6 out, 6-3, 8 spare, 7 spare. But when he had to have it, he was able to summon the magic. Wow,
tremendous bowling.
And that is the end of knockout round number 3. We have one more knockout round to go before we knock ourselves out and move on for the day. But crazy finish here at the 2026 Mega Match Play Madness on Inside Bowling. I said I was going to do one of your reads, so deal of the week is
it just went live. We took it live early.
Such is the demand?
Yep, it's there.
You know what I'll do here? I think I'll remind everybody the next time Inside Bowling kicks to life with live bowling will be February 21 and 22, the Ebonite Winter Classic. That's live from the Cadillac XBC Bowling Center in Waterloo, Iowa. And if you'd like to sign up, you can go to giba-bowling.com, giba-bowling.com.
If you want to do the deal of the week, I actually have a graphic to go with.
All right, yeah. The deal of the week is underway now at InsideBowling.com. Normally it's Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, but come on now. You guys were kicking down the door, so we opened the door early. It's a brand new deal of the week every time. And this particular week, as you can see, it's Brunswick T-shirts, $17 each. And you think, oh, wow, Mike's got 5 designs there. That's really nice. That's 5% of his designs right there. 5%. So, and bowlers are great at math, so you know the rest of it from there. So go to InsideBowling.com now. You do not need a discount code.
S. Robert.
So there you go.
Patrick. Alvarez. Ferraro. Green. Brand. Peterson.
And Jim Callahan's determining whether or not he's going to go to the concert with us tonight or not, so Tom Hess is playing a bunch of collective soul songs.
Oh, Callahan doesn't know anything about music.
I know.
And it's 8:30. He goes to bed at 9.
He didn't even know who Biff Tannen was.
I was listening to music. Except for the punched it over, I think. You already got the 50. I'm not bowling.
They're not. Unless somebody, right now I've got my match.
How many matches are there?
There'll be 6 this time.
This is the 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock, so we're done.
Some people.
I believe I have my replay from earlier today.
Oh, yeah. All
I
right,
think
so
I have this. I think this is what this is supposed to be.
I'm trying to remember what it could be.
This was earlier.
All right, that's the Tyson Jones. Oh, yes. The Lily. But we never saw him shoot the...
No, he got 2, though.
Probably the 5.7.
You gotta. I'm sure he doesn't love me replaying that,
but it's unique.
That was a moment.
It's unique. Nothing personal.
Here's a shot we just saw just a little while ago to pretty much clinch this match. The double in the 10th from Brandon, and he just totally aced that one to advance. Remember,
Well,
You got to make shots like that to win
what
this
was
thing.
scary was how he finished, though. He needed 6, and he went through the nose and got 6. He left a 3-6, 9-10 and was able to win by 1 pin over Joe Palusek. So we do have more matches coming up. We have 6 of them, and then that's all, folks.
Yeah, that'll be it for us, Dave. What do we want to do here? Do we want to talk a little bit more? Again?
Whatever you feel like. I'm up for anything.
Well, let's just bring it in and say hello to everybody again. We do appreciate everybody tuning in here today on this network. What's up? Yeah, we're still live. Did you have a quick question? Yeah, we can do a picture.
Yeah, of course.
You want to come back here, or
yeah, whatever you want.
Why don't you just come in right here? You take it from over there. Yep, right over there. What's your name?
Tony Hines.
Oh, Tony Hines. My bad.
Hello from Kentucky.
I remember you.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Perfect.
My pleasure. Thanks for coming out.
I know faces. I forget names.
I love to see the progress.
Oh, we keep rolling. We keep rolling. Yeah, I appreciate you. Back in the day, man. Yep. Appreciate it. I do. Amen. Be good. That's the kind of job you need right there.
What part of Kentucky did you say?
I forget exactly where he's from Kentucky, but Tony Hines. I mean, he's from back in the day. He supported Inside Bowling at the very beginning when we were rolling out in like 2010. He was bowling stuff all the time. He'd drive up from Kentucky. I'm not Dick Weber, man. I can't remember everybody's names. I wish I could.
Well, let's see here. Brandon.
Oh, you're checking the chat there?
Oh, Brandon Sodermust was a former Teen Masters champion. Thank you, chat, for that.
Well, he's awesome.
And he's a St. John's guy. I'm assuming that's what SJU is. Good old St. John's. So very nice. All right.
I think that would make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of anything else in New York SJU.
So Dave, we came out here. We weren't sure what we were getting ourselves into here. We just saw the format. We saw not a ton of entries. We weren't sure how this was going to shake out. Gary knows how it was going to be in his mind, and so far we're 3 rounds in, and I'm loving it. I really am. I'm thinking this is pretty cool right now.
You brought it up, and I'm still amazed by how many people are here who aren't bowling.
Oh, yeah.
It's one thing. Bowlers are bowlers. Bowlers will show up even when they're not bowling to watch bowling, and maybe support a friend or whatever their reason is for being there. And we got a lot of those guys. I don't think Anthony Simonson's bowling at all. He's been here since about 9:30. Now, he lives in this area, if you didn't know that. So, but this is the last group of matches. I didn't hear his name, and he's obviously not in bowling attire. By the way, he looks to be in good shape. He looks like he lost a little bit of weight, right?
Yeah.
He was never heavy. He wasn't heavy last year, but he, at least what I can tell, he looks to be ready and hanging out now with Bud Kroll. So Anthony, it looks like he's bowling tomorrow, and we're going to have our ladies tomorrow too. Only 2 from Australia. There were hopes it would be a larger event, but since they're already on the books for 2027, wherever and whenever to be determined, hopefully around the same time. Hopefully here again, but wherever, I think you'll see an increase in entry. I think people either schedule or maybe didn't know about it in time. Obviously, when you have to travel to an event, you need to do that far enough in advance. So hopefully this grows. But what we've seen is some very suspenseful games.
Yeah.
And some things I think we thought were going to happen. Some high scores are going to get eliminated. Some low scores are going to move on. The other thing that's been interesting is how the pros, the guys who are handling a ball that they have never used before, guys who can go and go, oh, this ball's not working. Go to my bag.
Yeah.
Ta-da! The magic pill has arrived. You get 1 pill here.
Yeah.
This is it.
And we don't have to analyze it either and say, maybe you should make a ball change.
Right.
Now you got to make a hand change.
Only if it's a really bad
change.
joke you want to say make a ball change. But,
yeah.
So we have another group coming up. They were announced. Are you in this group? You are. Okay. So I was talking to Tom Mess. So Tom will be bowling, it looks like. So the next group, I guess, will be a little bit some seniors. Maybe get some guys who bowled earlier like Tom, maybe a couple who didn't. So we'll see. We don't have the sheet yet of who's coming up.
I see Wesley Lowe has bowling shoes on.
He's been here a long time, too.
Yeah, he's bowling this round. He'll be on.
Okay, cool.
I'm not sure where he's at yet, but we're going to have Wesley Lowe.
Yeah, there he goes, yeah.
2-time junior gold champion, by the way. Regional champion. Tried the tour, was also tour rep. Here at the Gold Coast, everybody. Join Dave and I tonight for Baccarat 101. We'll be teaching a class. After Collective Soul.
It is a late start, 8:30. That's why that's why I figured there wouldn't be an opening band. 8:30, they do an hour 45. You know, everybody goes home happy. So, come on, Edwin McCain. Try an electric guitar. They're good.
He'll be Your Crying Shoulder.
Is that his song? I couldn't name. I looked the guy and I thought there must be something I've heard his background, and I hit like 2 or 3 songs and like, ooh.
Hey, you know what I'm going to do?
Play Edwin McCain?
Oh,
he doesn't
never mind. It's not in here anymore.
Oh.
Man, I had the Holiday Double song in here. A lot of people like that Holiday Double song.
No, I've not heard that one.
Hear the thunder roll. We'll all be together. Holiday Doubles.
Were you doing it like Holiday Road?
No. It just wrote it.
It just wrote itself, Dave. It just kind of wrote itself.
Yeah, it did.
Just trying to capture the. All right, this is one of my favorite, most random movie lines of all time, and it's going way back. So it's probably a movie a lot of you have not seen. Slapshot.
Oh, great movie.
A wonderful film. Completely obscene, vile. Written by a lady, as a matter of fact. But there's the character.
Was it really?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The character that Emmett Walsh played, the local hack reporter, and he was trying to talk to Reggie Dunlop, played by the great Paul Newman, arguably the best actor of all time. And he goes, I'm just trying to capture the spirit of the thing, Reg. And that line has stuck.
Yeah.
When I'm trying to explain something, I'm just trying to capture the spirit of the thing, guys. It is stuck. So shout out to the late Emmett. I believe he's the late Emmett Walsh. Oh, here we go. Thanks.
Oh, wow. Okay. We got. He's going to make a copy for us. That was his copy.
Yeah, but it was right there. He can make a copy for himself.
He could. Let me see if I can get you a little clip. I might have to do this the old school way, which is normally okay for everybody.
Don't play any Slapshot. That'll be the end of your channel.
All right, let me see here. Let me see if this is it right here.
All right, what are you trying to do?
Here we go.
We'll find out.
Here it is.
So he stole the chords from London Calling by The Clash. London Calling. Is this your song?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was Edwin McCain.
This time of year, Jerry smiling ear to ear. Yeah, he loves this show. Holiday doubles, hear the thunder.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh man, Gary just took us out of. There we go.
Most wonderful tournament
Of the year.
Now, have you yelled this at Edwin McCain when he play it?
Maybe.
Maybe he knows it.
From near and far, we all come together. Most wonderful tournament of the year forever.
Anyway, that was the Holiday Double song. I had to send that to about 15 people that wanted it.
So you wrote that, obviously. Who was your talent?
I just used this app.
Oh, okay.
It's insane. Dave, maybe tonight, if you're a good boy, I'll write a Mega Match Play Madness song, and we'll debut it tomorrow.
All right. Well, I don't think my behavior should have anything to do with that.
Maybe I'll do it anyway.
Yes.
All right.
Well, wait a minute. When are you going to have time? By the time we get out of the concert and get back to the hotel and all that?
Dave, I can handle it. I wrote that song while I was broadcasting on the air.
Okay. And I assume Callahan, if he's decided to go, Jimmy's not a music guy.
I know.
He and I have had this discussion on the air before about I made a reference, and he was out of it.
I said Biff Tannen on the air, and he had no idea who I was talking about one day.
Yeah, culturally speaking, now except for sports, he loves sports.
Yeah, he's into that.
But culturally speaking, movies and things. But then again, all my references are old. Most of my references are old. So
I think I would put us very similar on par with useless knowledge of pop culture history.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely.
I think we can get in a ring together and jab quite a bit together. In a friendly way, of course.
Yeah, naturally. Practice time, I'm going to guess, without putting on my glasses, probably about 7 minutes. It is 8:13 and counting.
Updating the graphic down below. We're in knockout round 4. We said we'd do 4 of them here today.
And this is a big game for some of these guys. For example, Tom Hess is back. He's taking on Froberg. The winner of that is going to not only move on, but they've just won $1,500. The loser will get a handshake, maybe. We'll see Wesley Lowe for the first time. He'll take on Mr. Kilpatrick, who we did see earlier, Killian Kilpatrick, who was left two-hand. Took that match over Jestinoff. We'll have Alvarez and Ferrero. And I'm trying to catch up with my brackets because they are a bit, I'll be honest with you, a bit spread out. See, I have Tom Hess against a different person. No, I don't. He beat that guy. It is Hess and Froberg, senior 55-59. I do believe that the winner of this wins the division. And McDowell and Giadella. That will be Eric Giadella, who did not bowl earlier, against Caden McDowell, who defeated Giles Okada Jr. Do you have that big bracket thing?
Yeah, I do actually still have.
That might come in handy.
What is this, 8.5 by 17?
Yeah, I'm just. Okay, no, that actually is not helping.
11.5 by 17, actually.
So, let's see, Froberg beat Wallace earlier. So, Wesley is in the left two-handed group. And he's taking on Killian Kilpatrick. Gabe Alvarez in two-handed right-handed group, taking on Charlie Ferrero. John Green. I don't think we saw John Green earlier, but we did see Trey Brand earlier. Trey had a 268. He had a front 8 and a big finish. That's Trey there in the red shirt on camera right now.
Hey, who did Boog bowl the last round? Do you have that?
Doyle is the last name.
Yep.
No
problem. That's good.
Luke. I should have remembered
Doyle.
Luke Doyle. Yeah. Should have gotten that. Oh, you know what we may end up getting? Right-handed two-handers? Simo versus Boog tomorrow. Boog.
Wow.
Yeah, that may be. Because we only had 3 entries in the... No, we had more than 3 entries. I take that back. Oh, that's in the open division. Yeah, in the open division, there were 3 guys in the right-handed, two-handed. Simonson and Boog signed up in the open division. So did Darren Tang, who got beat in the right one hand by Michael Sager. That's one division that needed more bodies, was the open division, I think. So, yeah, there we go. So we're starting to piece this together just a touch. So, again, same thing. Winner, great. See you tomorrow. Loser, maybe we'll see you tomorrow if you come sit here and watch bowling. But that's the only thing we'll see of you tomorrow. So, I don't mean to be harsh, but that's a fact, Jack.
1986 Stan Bush, The Touch, as you mentioned, The Touch.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
Wait, what?
Yep. And then
what?
5 years earlier, the reference you just made, The Stripes.
The Touch?
June 26, 1981.
Wait. The Touch. What did I say that made you look up The Touch?
You said Touch.
Oh, just the word.
Yeah.
Don't know who Stan Bush is.
Stan Bush is a wonderful musician. I think you would enjoy his music, actually.
Okay.
It's not REO Speedwagon.
And it's not Edwin McCain?
Correct. It's very good.
So it has a little. Well, REO when they wanted to rock, they rocked.
Yep.
But I can't fight this feeling anymore. And what was the other one? The one. And it made them $80 billion. There was another ballady thing. But then you get stuff like Riding the Storm Out and a few other things like, yeah, now we're rocking. But, yeah, hey, same thing with Chicago. Those of you Chicago fans, Peter Cetera should be strung up by his thumb someplace for what he did to that band. On the other hand, with those same thumbs, he was writing a lot of, depositing a lot of checks back in the days when he had to go to the bank to deposit a check.
Do you like Don't Let 'Em Go?
That's REO.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I might be in the top 10.
Okay.
There's another one, though. There's something, and if my buddy was here, I go to concerts with back home, he would remember it. Not Take It on the Run. Time for You to Fly, Pretty Riding the Storm, I Did My Dream. Keep On Loving You was the other one. Oh, Lord. Come on, you guys. Why? Because you're making a lot of money?
No, because they said it's the only thing they want to do.
I know, but I didn't want to listen to it. But there's another really solid tune that they had, a rockin' tune before they... Oh, don't make me go through every... The album I saw Kevin Cronin perform was High Fidelity?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, was a monster record.
Yeah, that's what they've been doing, yeah.
A monster. So I shouldn't, knock it, but... Yeah, if you go to a Chicago concert, and believe it or not, I've never gone, I would know times I would just go to the bathroom or go get a beverage. Did Styx do the same thing? Yeah. That's probably what led to the breakup with Dennis DeYoung, was because songs like Babe, which was a massive hit, just took all the rock right out of Styx. The Foreigner did the same thing with I Want to Know What Love Is. Massive hit for them. But a lot of their fans were like, hey, what are you doing? Eh? So I guess it's the power ballads. That REO is one of the first to jump on that power ballad thing. And in the era, it was good.
Turned to gold, just like the boy bands of the 2000s.
Yeah, it's it's pretty. Yeah, the boy band stuff. Yeah, and their audience is. I think the boy band audience is much more specific than a rock band audience.
Well.
157 Riverside Avenue, Kevin Davenport, that's the song. Or was that Kevin, was that an album or was that a song? Because that's what I was thinking of. I said it's a street and I can't remember the name of it.
We've got very knowledgeable folks in our chat room here today.
Well, Dennis Hacker saying beverages in Chicago cost $55. Dennis, you get VIP seats everywhere you go, admit it. So
Guy's gone to the Super Bowl the last 2 years, Dennis Hacker.
Your beverages cost $45. Not the rest of us. I saw Styx. They were on with Cronin. The guy who actually kicked the most butt was Don Felder. Because what does he do? He has 10 songs. 9 of them are the Eagles.
Right.
And then one was a new song he wrote. He stuck in the middle. Well, you're not going to go wrong. And then, of course, what's the 10th song?
I don't know the answer.
Oh, Mike Flanagan, no.
What's the 10th song?
Don Felder. Eagles, guitar.
Life in the Fast Lane?
Close. He played on that. Same album.
Hotel California?
Yeah. That's him and Joe Walsh on that famous solo.
Oh, is it? Okay.
He plays.
I did not know that.
He plays all of it. He wrote that. He wrote the hook for Hotel California. Don Henley, he wrote the opening for that, the musical open, gave it to Henley. Back when they were all talking to each other. And Henley said, I can do something with this. Henley writes the lyrics and sings it, of course. And Felder put together the guitar stuff. So
weird, wild stuff.
And thank you, Johnny Carson. And
that's actually Dana Carvey doing Carcinio. When Johnny Carson wanted to become Arsenio Hall on Saturday Night Live. But close.
But apparently that's the skit that made Carson go, it's time to go. when they're coming to get you. It's time to go.
That's it.
And Carvey was like brokenhearted about that. I've heard that story.
Yeah. Well, we got some bowling about to take place here. Practice is over. Dave and Mike here with you. And
practice.
Round number 4, the knockouts. This is kind of like The Voice. Knockout rounds coming up.
Yeah, only these are people who are talented here. But, you know, I hate shows like that.
We should be...
Never watch them.
We should be on NBC right now instead.
All right, we're off and running. First strike. Puck has been dropped. John Green throwing out the first pitch. Now, the interesting thing is that these lanes have not been oiled. They have not been touched. And it was a while ago that we saw that lovely 260-plus game.
Yep,
Trey Brand.
Goldilocks pattern. Not even 8 milliliters of oil. No re-oil all day. Skill 3.02 bowling ball, the only ball allowed in competition. If you're just tuning in. That's pretty nice right there.
Well, it looks like the break didn't bother him one bit. Wesley Lowe making his first appearance. Will it be his only appearance against Killian Kilpatrick, who won a match earlier, and Wesley chops him up?
Little light mixer there.
Didn't he pick up a regional win recently, late last year out west?
I think he did.
Yeah, I think he did too.
Over here.
Eddie Kelly. First time we've seen Eddie. Rick Peterson, Eric Giardella, and Caden McDowell. Caden we saw earlier had picked up a win. So Caden's in a position where a victory here, he knows he's going to get something in the money department. It may not be 50, but it could be 1,500. And that is an unfortunate for Gabe Alvarez. Getting the back end of a 2-8.
So bowling Charlie Ferrero. You got Froberg versus Hess. And then we've also got on 47-8 competition. Do we have bowling happen on 47-8 or no? No, I guess we don't. They're just still on.
I don't have anything on Lane Talk on them yet.
Okay.
Tom had a weird first game in the 160s, but he won. That's more like the Tom Hess we know.
Tomorrow our action will begin at 9 a.m. again. And we will also have another stream, which I'm still trying to get a photo for the thumbnail on, but we are going to stream the Teen Masters finals tomorrow afternoon as well. A little bonus bowling for everybody.
And that will be fairly shortly after about 2 o'clock Pacific time.
Yep.
Because we got to get you to the airport. And me too, actually, but I'm later. Tom with a double.
Okay, that's a little different looking Tom Hess this round.
Yeah, this is a little bit more locked in Tom, I think, realizing that first game was hairier than he would have liked it. He won in the 160s, and he's got to be thinking, I can't get away with that again.
Dave, we're 8 for 8 on these 2 pairs.
Nice. Look at that, everybody. All right, who's the first to crack? We'll turn this in reverse. Instead of saying who's going to keep it going, who's going to be the first, since we're out here in the desert, who's going to be the first bottled water frame?
There you go. Killian Kilpatrick here. I like that name. Kill.
Yep, he's not buying. You're on InsideBowling.com on YouTube. Make sure if you haven't already subscribed, you do. InsideBowling.com's got a little Brunswick t-shirt sale going on right now. 2,000 varieties of Brunswick. No, wait. It's 100, isn't it?
Yeah, about over 100 styles.
Okay, so I was a little exaggerated there, but you get the idea.
Got about 1,000 t-shirts total on the site, though.
Nice. I wasn't that far off then. I do love it when a bowling center does what they've done here, putting the history of your town or your city as a backdrop. I think that's really cool. And I guarantee you that's probably expensive, and I can't imagine the artist or artists or how they created it. My brain doesn't work that way.
Wesley wrapping that 7. That's our first miss.
Well, Trey Brand could tie him, and they would both have to split the check. Except our man Trey's not missing very much right now. He had a front 8 in his first match this morning, and he has evened things up with a front 3 right there. Caden McDowell, a quick start. Caden having a game under his belt already today. Wesley Lowe converting. So the divisions for the seniors, 50 to 54. 55 to 59, 60 to 64, and there's a 65 plus, or as we now call it, the Ed Roberts division.
Yeah.
Just 2 women. You'll see them tomorrow, Jasmine Walker and Rebecca Comain. We have men right-handed. We have a division, men one-handed division. And also left one hand, left 2 hand, right 1 hand, right 2 hands, and an open division. And that division is a little small, and that had 2 right-handed, one right-handers, Darren Tang and Michael Sager. Sager beat Tang. And in the 2-hand, we only had 3, Luke Doyle, Bug Kroll, and Anthony Simonson. Simonson on the top seed will be bowling tomorrow.
Hess with another one. Bottom right of our screen, Dave, we had Trey Brand. He had a terrible break and have a pocket 7-10 bottom right of our screen. It was a really beautifully bowled delivery and did not get even 9, instead 7-10. Terrible break.
Dave Alvarez with a 3-bagger, bouncing back after the open frame in the first. Charlie Ferrero had an excellent game. He was another 268 bowler.
PBA Hall of Famer Tom Hess went in last year.
Tom, one of those guys who made his bones on the senior tour, did win the USBC Masters on the PBA tour. Once he turned 50, he came out of there charging and qualified a couple of years ago for the PBA Hall of Fame. Certainly not the only guy to do that on the senior tour, and you know, we call it the Ron Moore lifestyle. Ron was the guy who kind of set the pattern for that with his success on the senior tour. John Janowitz has done it now. Which leads me very briefly, not to get it off of this event, but I don't understand why John has to wait so long to get in. He's more than L. He has to wait like 8 more years.
Yeah.
And that's just silly to me.
Got to be a PBA member for a certain amount of time.
Oh, come on, man. What difference does it make? If you've done what you've done, you've had to do, and he did it in a short period of time to get the number of wins required, then you're in. That part I have to admit, I don't think makes any sense to me. He shouldn't have to wait 8 more years to give his speech. Well, Killian Kilpatrick may not get into the PBA Hall of Fame, but at the moment, he has blasted 5 strikes in a row against Wesley Lowe. And Wesley realizes, I think now, that another spare is going to put him in a deep hole. Back here to Eddie Kelly. Rick Peterson struggling to find the pocket. Eddie Kelly, with one exception, not struggling to find the pocket. And that one's through the nose. One more? No. All right, take it. You got a break. Eric Giardello about to step up. We're going to watch John Green try to dictate the pocket, and he did. It's a big shot here for Wesley. Nice.
Giardello did cover that spare, by the way.
Good. Tom Hess stepping up. Tom, after making that spare, which, as we talked about, he's an alarmingly good spare shooter.
Looks like Tom's moved a little bit to the right.
You don't see him leave that very often.
No, not too often.
Alvarez makeable. Tom obviously very makeable there. He'll handle that.
He'll love this. Let's watch him leave it again.
Oh, why? All right, I'll sit next to Callahan. You can sit next to Tom.
He threw a messenger in front of it, though. That's kind of saucy.
Look out. Yeah, Gabe Alvarez. He didn't chop it. Instead, he put the 6 in the channel. So he's had 2 8-1s. He has yet to make a spare, and Charlie Ferrero is only trailing by 11 pins. And Billy Froberg has settled down. That's more like it. Yeah, that looked like a strike all the way for Tom. This is probably one of the least labor-intensive bowling events you'll ever watch. Part of it, of course, is the size of the field, but the format being that you lose a game, you're out and thins the field immediately. These guys are used to bowling 8 games in a day.
Oh, yeah.
Several days in a row. Here, it's just, I bowled 2 games today. Yeah, and 10 minutes, 20 minutes of practice total. So it's not going to be physically demanding. Tom getting closer to advancing to the next round, and he will pick up a check in so doing.
Killian Kilpatrick.
I know. Wow. May have another name bowler get kicked to the curb.
I'll tell you what, both Brand and Green are throwing it good, too. All 4 of these players right here.
And then we can go to the next panel and find that. Fewer strikes, 5 strikes, 6, 8, 10 strikes out of these 4 guys. Now, some of these guys are seniors and different skill level, but yeah. Leaning into that. Yeah.
He's been all over the pocket.
No drive, no 5 on that one, no. Did that Kilpatrick again? No, that wasn't Kilpatrick. That was Alvarez for the strike. Billy Froberg's day. Shadows are getting a little longer for him. Not out of it yet, though.
No, a lot can happen.
But he needs Tom to start messing up, and Tom has shown no indication of messing up.
Let's see if the 5 and 3 left will make the 5-7. That's the Carolyn Doran Ballard adjustment. 5 and 3 left. Throw your strike shot.
Look at that.
Oh,
he had a run at it too.
Oh, that was it.
He had a legit run at that sucker.
Wesley Lowe might start to be in must-strike territory here.
I think he already is. I think he was in the 5th frame when he did strike. Yike. Wow. This Brand v. Green has been high quality.
Best he can do is 223. Wesley.
Yeah, that's a blow. Green and Brand just 3 pins apart in max score, and that's a horrific break for Caden McDowell, leaving an 8-10 in this match with Eric Giadella. Eddie Kelly coaxing that one to make the spare. Eddie can shoot 200. Rick Peterson 212.
Solid 9.
Ugh.
Gabe Alvarez. Hess left a little sticky 7.
Yeah, should be routine. Wesley, though, didn't strike again. Like, aye.
7 versus.
All right, so I was never a chemistry guy. Why did he bring those little beakers there?
He's going to show us 7 milliliters of oil as opposed to 25 milliliters of oil.
Okay. Very nice.
It's not as impressive as Bill Gates releasing mosquitoes and then talking to people about malaria.
All right, McDowell and Gildella. Let's take a look at Eric having to shoot a spare there. Billy Froberg, you can't have any more of those. Froberg already trailing, now trailing in the max by 43.
Chopped the 6 off the 610 Ferrero.
He's in some trouble now. Killian Kilpatrick's not in trouble.
He's just looking for the front 9. This Brand Green match is probably going to come down to the 10th frame.
This is the best game we have. Oh, Peterson and Kelly are close. I shouldn't say this is the best game. It's the highest scoring best game. Kelly and Peterson are lower scoring, but that also is going to probably go 10th frame, and Brand was just a tick high on that. Kelly and Peterson are heading in. Kelly's going into the foundation right now with a chance to shoot 200. Rick Peterson's max 191. So Patrick's max, I think we all know. Don't go high.
Still plenty.
Yeah.
He wins.
Killian Kilpatrick has advanced, defeating Wesley Lowe. So Killian goes 2-0 today. He's going to get paid.
Giadella can bowl now only 201. McDowell can bowl 226. Eddie Kelly can bowl 200. 191 for Rick Peterson.
Not anymore for Eddie. Kilpatrick just shaving that spare.
Gabe Alvarez with a strike in the 9th. He's got quite a few people cheering for him here.
Pretty good shape.
Tom Hess's magic score is 204. I would shut out Billy Froberg.
That's going to help.
He's had a couple light mixers on that right lane. That's a good sign for Tom. And Tom will advance with just some count.
Okay. So Tom will be among the paid participants for our mega match play madness event here in Las Vegas.
Gabe Alvarez also going to advance.
Yes, he is. Charlie Ferrero got 1 win, but you need 2 to get a cash here. So Charlie is out. Peterson and Kelly. Eddie, a strike here would be pretty huge. Because Rick's going to have to, well, let's see what Kelly does.
McDowell over there just tripped a 4-pin, and that was a massive break for him.
All right, so Eddie Kelly shoots 179. Peterson obviously has to mark.
Yep.
And then we'll see what happens after that. If he goes spare strike, he wins. If he goes spare 9, he wins. Am I reading that right? Spare 9 would be 180?
Yeah.
Okay. But nothing happens without a mark first for Rick Peterson. This is the senior 60 to 64 division.
Caden needs to spare this 9-pin.
Nope. Nope. On striking, now he has to make, now of course things.
Possibility of a tie.
Ooh, Bowl TV's favorite expression.
So spare strike, we have a tie.
And it's not in the frequently asked questions. I'm assuming it's going to be a 1-ball.
Ooh, yeah, I don't know.
Well, I just made the ruling.
Hook.
Green.
Hook.
He does that
my
a lot.
Goodness.
He loves to do what I call conducting the orchestra with that hand.
He can bowl 259, 235, the best Trey Brand can do. Trey's going to have to strike out to have a chance. Wesley Lowe just finishing up now. So Hess advances, as we already called out, 245 the final.
That's about an 80-pin plus over his first game this morning.
Able 160.
And 1.
Yep. 205 for Caden McDowell. Advances. Trey Brand.
No, sir. Great church.
John Green's going to advance. So Green, Kilpatrick, McDowell, Kelly, Rick Peterson 8 out. I think we missed that one.
And I was like, oh, I was just like talking it out to the daughter.
Alvarez 224 advances. Tom Hess advances 245.
McDowell, did you mention?
Yep.
Okay.
Everybody.
Yeah.
That covers it.
Wow. So we can start signing off, really. Right?
Yeah, we'll give these guys, their last couple balls here. But I guess we should remind everybody that we'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Pacific time.
Yeah. Noon Eastern.
For the finale of this. And then immediately following that, or almost immediately following that, will be live coverage of the Team Masters Championships, the finales for the boys and the girls. That's in a long-running event. And actually out of here, some of this field is made up of some Team Masters bowlers who have graduated. So you'll have a full calendar of bowling. Well, Trey Brand at a 268 first game and 70 pins lower this time will have him out of the event. Here's again Wesley Lowe, not a clean 211, but a 211. Pretty adequate score, but not against a 269 from Killian Kilpatrick. And we'll get John Green will get the last word here. So I think that covers everything. Now, do you have any closing credits? Anything you need to do in the inside bowling world?
Well, I think we want to thank our friends at Killer Bee for having us here.
Yes, we do.
And Gold Coast Bowling Center and Casino for hosting the event here this year. I'd like to thank you, Dave, for coming and wanting to be part of it as well.
And thank you for doing all the work. I'll certainly be good at tearing it down. I'm not always as good at building it up. But, yeah, thank you. Thanks to Inside Bowling. Thanks to Gary. Thanks to Gold Coast. Thanks to the bowlers who have made this event possible. And we will have a $50,000 champion tomorrow. And it is a good guess as to who it's going to be. The obvious choices, someone like Anthony Simonson, we didn't see today. Tom Hess certainly has to be a contender. But is it going to be somebody we don't expect?
Yeah,
that's the thing.
I like George Gohagen a bit.
Eventually, we're going to get to a point where we got 4 people from 4 different divisions, one of which will be a woman.
Yep.
Who hasn't bowled yet, and there's only 2 women, so we're going to have one of the 2 in that last 4 group of 4.
I've never called a match for 50 grand, Dave. I know you have.
Have I?
Majors, PBA majors.
Yeah. That's true.
But I never have. So that'll be a first for me tomorrow right here.
Yep, it'll be a lot of fun. And I want to thank everybody in the chat for being so delightful today. Seriously, thank you guys. This is a chat room with a very good spirit to it, and I appreciate that. So
good peeps over here. We also want to remind everybody that today's free coverage is brought to us by here at Inside Bowling. If you'd like to support what we do, don't forget to check out our online store. We've got over 800 T-shirts available. We're approaching 1,000 now, to be honest. And we carry a full lineup of bowling gear, including balls, bags, shoes. You can save 15% off all of your apparel with coupon code YouTube, and that's good year long. We've also got a deal of the week. Every Wednesday, we debut that at 3 p.m. Eastern. It is the $17 Brunswick T-shirts. So make sure you take advantage of that.
Now, do people need a coupon code for that today, Mike?
No.
They don't.
It's automatic.
God, you're awesome, buddy. You
automatic.
Are awesome.
And don't forget to tune into our next event. That'll be in Waterloo, Iowa, February 21st and 22nd for the Ebonite Winter Classic, live from Cadillac XBC Bowling Center. For event details and to still sign up, you can head over to giba-bowling.com. There's only a few spots left in that one. It always sells out. And in case you missed it earlier as well, I will throw this up. We did enter into a partnership with Carl Ong for his 3 events that'll be coming up. We will be the official media partner are the official media partner in Southwest Swing. It all kicks off the Cactus Classic, June 19th through 21st in Sun City, Arizona, followed by the Desert Heat Doubles, which will be July 25th and 26th, and the Agent Ong Open moving to South Point Bowling Plaza, October 15th through the 18th. To sign up for all three of these events and get more information, head over to agentongopen.com. Folks, it's been a blast today. Dave, always fun sitting in the booth with you and listening
thank you,
to
man.
you and talking about all the things that we do and covering these great bowlers out on the lanes.
And that's going to wrap everything up. 9 a.m. Pacific time. You know the rest of the time zones, and really early in Hawaii. But if you get up with us, you will have us as friends for life. For Mike Flanagan and for Killer Bee Promotions, I'm Dave LaMont. Thank you for watching all of this on Inside Bowling on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe the Inside Bowling channel. That'll do it. Until tomorrow, see you then.